Alright, time to see if I remember everything that happened last time.
It has been like a whole week because we missed last week. So
That's why I'm saying that.
I put the red stuff in the notes if you want to check over
I think
the
we
notes.
can be forgiving.
What?
I put some stuff in the notes.
What? One at a time!
I put the stuff in the notes.
You
Alright.
want me to do it?
Okay, so yeah. So after waking up, in the morning, we pretty much just hung out in the tavern for a little bit. Then we learned something might be amiss with the innkeeper, and due to Anastasia's urging, I snuck around in the back, knocked out the chef, impersonated one of the waitresses, and then learning that the person might be up to something, because like a fuckload of paperwork for like one tiny inn. Okay, and so after that we came up with an additional plan with me impersonating the waitress again, distracting the innkeeper, and having Zane steal some documents. We found out that there was some linking to the cult possibly, so we went to the other inn that that the husband of the innkeeper here owned or something, whatever. I infiltrated a gang of dwarves. We met an interesting, what was he, a gnome? Yeah, that's what it was. I forget, did we talk to them then or did we talk to them after that? Yeah, we talked to them then, right? I don't fucking remember.
Gang? You talked to the gang after he disappeared.
About?
Yeah, I talked to the gang after the gnome disappeared. I'm talking about the innkeeper. I don't remember when exactly
It was after the innkeeper.
We talked to the innkeeper, then we went back to the bar, then we went back to the innkeeper.
Yeah, it was a really weird back and forth.
Information.
Yeah. I can't remember anything between this and the thing with the cultists and the gang fighting each other.
So from what I remember, after we did our little back and forth, we basically had told the husband what was going on with his wife and told him, like, go back to your home and meet us back at with your wife because we're going to go talk to her now. She told us that she was basically being blackmailed into paying them for quote-unquote protection and told us more details about their hideout. We went and staked them out after one of you guys infiltrated them by transforming into a
Yeah, that's me.
dwarf.
The guy's whole thing is infiltration.
And then we learned that they were going to go fight. So we were like, we'll just let them go fight and weaken their numbers and then take them out. Well, we didn't have to do that because when they came back from their fight, there were other people waiting for them that started another fight. And
No. What happened was they didn't go to the fight. They were planning to raid a Knoll tribe or whatever.
Yeah.
And however, there was no Knoll village, and they ran into the cultists instead, who wanted to kill them for some reason.
Yeah,
they
the
were
cultists
loose
were
ends.
going. Yeah. They were basically like, the cultists were like, we're done with you. We don't need you anymore.
Yeah, basically we let them fight each other, and then used command spells to make their cult leader just go down, and the other guys surrendered because they're not in the greatest position. And yeah, then we took them all to jail and interrogated the cult leader guy and tortured him a little bit, I think.
I used charm on him.
I used charm, yeah.
Oh yeah, you charmed him. We didn't torture him. Charm could. It's not really torture. It's just.
Well, I mean, Draco did break his nose.
Yeah.
And he was gagged, and nobody went in there. Nobody knew I broke his nose.
Yeah, so he's just choking on his own blood. He's not dying, just suffering.
But he's waterboarded by his own blood or something like that.
Yeah. His own blood and snot.
We then gave the information that we learned to the person in charge of the town, and and then we got a reward, and I think after that we just left, didn't we?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we just fucked off after that.
We were like, well, we did what we wanted to. Bye-bye!
Later!
Alright. And now we tune back in with you guys arriving at Tolbite after a long journey. A few hours, however, with the carriage in Sir Reginald, it was quite painless. You arrive at the gates, and the guards stop you. Halt! He looks up at Anatoly and says, I need a name.
Anatoly Novikov. Bringing Lady Anastasia Wicks.
Lady Anastasia. You are expected at the town hall.
No, it's like she's inside of her carriage, so she can't really.
Yeah, just like hearing it. Okay then, make way.
He yell up from the other carriage. What's the hold up?
The guard calls up to the people in a little alcove on the wall, and they scream all the way up until finally people on top of the wall open up the gate slightly. Just fit enough for a carriage to go in. The doors are giant. Pretty much a Tarrasque could fit through, if need be.
Seems like a
Right.
design flaw. Why would
Yeah,
they go
yeah, it's like,
for
why?
Well, why? Are you bringing Tarrasques in here?
Oh well.
Yeah.
Mm.
They need a smaller door in the door just to have like make it easier.
Yeah.
Wizard of Oz door.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess we just head in.
Mm-hmm.
I
You
guess
head in.
as we go in, do we see the Zeppelins?
You would see the Zeppelins. You would see them after you get past the second wall, which has a much smaller gate.
So I take it we're coming in from the bottom?
You are coming in from the side here.
I was gonna say I thought I figured that side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
They would be close enough. I get it, yeah.
What you immediately see in front of you is a lot of residential places and a bustling city. However, what catches your eye is these massive airships patrolling the Dwarven District. As far as decor, they seem fairly plain, and everything seems to be more focused on efficiency rather than aesthetics.
Al
Yeah.
seems to have gotten distracted looking out the window at them.
Yeah, Anastasia looks at him and says like, I want one of those.
I want to ride one of those.
Well, maybe we should see about procuring one.
Is there a reason you'd like to ride one of those?
They look fun. Who doesn't want to go flying in the sky?
People with a fear of heights.
Well, I'm not one of those people.
Well, you asked.
Well, everyone keep note about them, because we're gonna get one of those before we leave here.
Would be useful.
So
That's a very menacing
scared,
laugh from the DM.
scared of heights, Sane?
No, not at all. It's just seemed like an awkward interest.
That will help us get places faster. It's, I can have my own cabin there, so I don't have to just ride in a cart.
Right.
So, where's the town hall, I guess?
The town hall would be this large parliament building right over here.
And
Alright.
these are like
Those are
Uh,
little
rivers.
canals.
rivers, right?
They're like
Yeah,
river.
like-
Yeah, canal.
Yeah, canals.
Like, are they clean or are they dirty water?
They're as clean as a city canal can get. Sure, there are leaves, twigs, and just casual, like normal dirt from day-to-day dust blowing through the wind. However, for the most part, there's nothing really like gross about it.
they flowing into the ocean, or are the oceans flowing into it? Like, how does this? Do they have some kind of
The
mechanism?
ocean is flowing inwards into the
That's
city.
going like this.
Yes.
Yeah, so they don't have any mechanisms to like push all the crap out, so it's just like sitting water in here.
You do see sewer grates at the very end where you are near. It seems to filter underground.
Okay.
All right. You guys.
What's the city like overall as we're going through?
Echo.
Bustling. There's many small businesses that seem to be just specialty stores for food, everyday like wear, such as like pots, pans of the sort. You pass by many residential buildings on your way through, a few monasteries, and an inn.
Okay.
As well as the small town park right over here.
All right.
Finally, you make it to the City Hall Square, where you find a few embassies and the large Parliament building.
So I guess we get out and go to the Parliament building just to like debrief first, so we know what we need to do and everything and what's going on before we start like just randomly doing shit in town.
Yeah. As you get out and start to get unsettled, a guardsman walks up and says, "I'm here to escort you to the captain's office."
Let's just lead the way.
He nods, and a few other guards accompany him to escort you through the building. And finally, you make it. Oop, who did he lose? Never mind.
Ash.
You make it in front of the office, where two guards reside. They make way for you as the door is wide open.
Did I miss anything important? I got a phone call this last minute.
Wait.
No.
Why are we all?
Mr.
Why are we all large size?
Before we would have walked in, I would have told Anastasia that I'll take a quick inventory, make sure we don't need anything, or if we lost shit.
No. And then it's like, what do you mean large size murderers?
We're all large size. Look,
Yeah, the square's only
No,
graded.
you're scaled up. It's all right. You're all normal.
we're massive now.
You mean like the size? Okay, yeah. You can
Yeah.
you can change that in the maps if you want, Ember. I mean, it's not a big deal, but
Yeah, no, I'm just joking.
The guards make room as
he just walks in.
you see a quite aggravated captain just fumbling through some paperwork. He takes a moment to look up and has to take a double take before he immediately sits up and says, "Lady Anastasia, how pleasant it is to see you."
Captain?
Yes. I thank you for joining me today. I assume that Isaiah has briefed you on everything I was able to give him.
She smiles and says, yes, most of it, but you might want to run it down, run it by me again, just in case anything was lost in transport.
That was by design. I kept it vague to make sure the couriers wouldn't be intercepted.
I got the gist, but just tell me more of the details. We know everything we need to do. We already have some extra stuff that we figured out ourselves, but see what you have.
Oh. Well, surely you can tell me these extra details and I can send you on your way.
Well, tell me what you know.
Well, alright. What we know right now is the cult of Seth has made their way into the city. Their origins, we can only tell that they're from Mokarash, possibly the old Yuan Ti temple in the dunes. not even the orcs can go there. We know that they've been expanding throughout many cities. They have yet to breach Wormrest. However, they've seemingly made their way to Lindril and apparently into Fort Forlorn, which I'm trying to hastily write a letter to the commander there. Now, however, he's been unresponsive. Then again, I can't blame them. They have a lot on their plate. Anyways, what we do know is that their base of operations has taken themselves into the sewers. Now, I know that may seem unappealing to you, however, it's really the only lead we have at the moment.
Okay, yes, in the last city we ran into a gang that was a subsidiary of the cult. The cult tried to kill them after they had no more use. We ran into the cult there as well. We captured them, interrogated them, and we learned about the sewers and the location in the sewers where they're at. So,
What? You managed to glean anything from them? By God, we can't even get close to them without them keeling over.
yes, we subdued them before they could kill themselves.
Well, I have to say I'm impressed.
You should expect no less.
I do have a map of the inner workings of the canal. It should prove useful. It's
Yes, that should help.
He starts going through his bookshelves full of various paperwork and many different tomes. I apologize for all of this. This isn't really where I wanted to be. However, with an Inquisitor gone and a commander who doesn't really want me to involve the guard, I've been busy.
So while he's talking, Anastasia's going to whisper I'm going to use a message, and I'm going to use my meta magic to cast it subtly to cast everyone. So I'm going to tell them, don't let anyone know that we want an airship, because things might go a little bit weird. But try and figure out as much as you can about it, without letting anyone know we're looking for one or trying to acquire one. And kind of like, I look at everyone, and then I look at like the books, and then I look at everyone like while his back's turned, like, hey, maybe you should figure out if any of these books can be useful for that. Deal.
Anatoly would give the slightest of nods.
I figured you guys are kind of more stealthy and sleight of handy, because our Anastasia has like a 1 dex or something, so I mean...
Draco would have just been like, wait, airship? Oh, you got... what?
Yeah, like halfway through your sentence, Anatoly would just like as this guy's looking
I think
away,
you're doing the
like,
message back, right? You're doing like message the message back?
Oh, okay.
No, I would have done that.
Okay.
This just for safety. Just said back to you in common. Just what? I was pulling the other carts.
Yeah. Yeah, my plan is to acquire one of the airships. Don't let anyone know that we are seeking one out. Just in case one of the owners has an accident, we don't want to be pinned on us.
Yeah. Okay.
Null would Whisper want me to play up the Curious Girl act, and she kind of does this little tilt on her heels, like I can go look over at the books.
Yeah. So like Anastasia's like one of those things where she told you what she wanted, and it's up to you to figure out how to get her what she wants, right? She's not gonna like hold your hand completely. She values competent people that know what to do, right? So if she has to hold your hand kind of deal, she's not gonna do that. So she just looks at you like, this is what I want you to do. However you figure out you need to do it kind of deal.
In a way, she just wanted to make sure that wouldn't upset you if she was to do it that way.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, she just told you don't let it on that we were trying to acquire an airship, but try to figure out as much information as you can. However you want to do it, it's on you. Based off how well you do, depends on how much she likes you after that, right? Like, that's how it kind of works.
Since he's walked over to look at the books, Null's gonna do what she asked and play up the kind of like curious girl and sort of like tilt and curiously like wander over and just like not getting close to the books, but glancing over them to look at them and like, ooh, you have such a big collection of books here.
It's not mine. It's more belongs to the city. However, I've been really repurposed as a scribe at the moment, so I guess they felt this office was fitting. It's more of a library now, to be honest. Oh, here it is. No, that's not it either. Damn, it's impossible to find anything with this organization.
Perhaps my minions. How's that? Not minions. What would be the proper term? Servants?
Yeah, probably servants or companions.
Companions? If I say servants.
Staff.
Yeah, staff. Is staff good? Is
so-
staff too not medieval enough?
Attendant, retainer.
Subordinate.
Retainers sound good. Retainers sound good, right? Yeah, that's what they are in like D&D, right? So she's like, perhaps my retainers can help. She kind of like gestures for you guys to go look at the books.
Yeah.
Yep.
Glancing over the books in this sort of general area, do any of the books like have anything written on them that stands out?
Let's look at your roll investigation. All right.
20.
Over here, you do find a exquisite tome that seems to have a moving picture on the front. It seems to have a list of magic trinkets and other things created by, it seems, some sort of tinkerer who is well versed in the arts of Arcana. However, as far as airships, you don't find anything in that section.
Null is, however, going to try and pick up the book very subtly and try and like sneak it under like a fold of her skirt and hide that.
All right.
I'm guessing sleight of hand, trying not to be seen.
It's probably not. He's preoccupied, and Zane's also in the way. I would say
I was just had a conversation with him like, so you were stationed in a library with no reason? Are you collecting information, or do people submit books to you?
Well, I have to be honest, I'm not sure why I'm here. I've been trying to be more hands-on with the investigations and with the town guard. However, the commander of the military has, well, he says I'm better fit here. It's quite insulting, if I'm honest.
Don't take this as any offense, but how long have you been captain?
I've been captain for 8 years.
Okay, so you're experienced. Have you been treated well by your people? I wouldn't want to consider this to be a punishment of sorts.
Well, sometimes it feels like my people aren't really here. If that makes sense. It sort of gives you like a side eye.
The sage overhears that. She's like,
So
Or corrupt.
you were alone in this plight, is what you're saying.
Something of the sort. Ooh, here it is. He finds the map. However, Anastasia, you rolled a 21 for investigation. Over here, as far as the airships, you do not find anything over, like, in that corner. However, something does catch your eye over in front of Anatoly.
I totally find it.
Yeah, like
Anatoly, roll investigation.
can I use perception?
Sure, why not?
19.
19? You would find it. It seems over here seems to be more about the Dwarvish and their inventions. One of them happens to be details on their airships.
Okay, yep.
nothing like-
He tucked that into his coat right away.
Yep, and you do it with ease.
Hmm.
When I see him do that, Anastasia just nods and walks back to the middle.
Yeah.
He's like
Draco.
floating on her chair.
What may you be doing out in the hallway?
I was
The
gonna
guards,
ask them. No. I'd ask the guards. Hey, what's up with the airships? This is the first time I've seen them. Do you know how much they cost to ride around on? Or anything? I want to be in the sky.
The guards just sort of look at each other and like, what do you mean that it's the first time you saw them? What?
I was born and raised in the mountains up north. Far north.
In the fjords?
No. Further than that.
What? Were you raised by wolves? The other one sort of chuckles.
I wish.
I see. I don't know, you could go over and ask the dwarves yourselves. I've never been on one. Have you, Roderick? Roderick, yeah, just sort of shrugs. Yeah, I don't think I can give you much information. At least nothing meaningful. All I know is that they float.
You know what? With the three of us, when you guys go on break, we go see if we can a little ride on one.
They both kind of chuckle, and they're like, "You really were born in the mountains. It's not something that you can just get on. They're military vessels, exclusively. They're quite expensive and, well, quite advantageous. It's a decree by King Triton, you see. In order to get on one, well, you have to be enlisted. Not only that, you have to be enlisted as a dwarf, and, well, you're sort of lacking in that capacity.
Oh. Okay. I just drag my feet slowly. Thanks for the help, guys.
Yeah. Well, have a good one. They just sort of look at each other and chuckle as they get back to their business.
Immediately zoom back into Anastasia's head. Hey, those are all owned by the military. Those,
Yeah. Out of character, how much information do I know about the blimps?
As an Inquisitor, you know that they are exclusively military vessels used by the dwarves, almost exclusively, except for a few exceptions, around Fort Forlorn. You've only heard of one exception, and it's a rumor that the Champions of Calidria, the main group that founded this place and made it what it was, owned one themselves after earning it.
Yeah. Okay. So shoot his message back to everyone, like, we'll have to speak to these champions. They're in town. Maybe see if we can use theirs.
So that's through the message spell, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anatoly would whisper back to you. The book I picked up is about Elven inventions, includes airships, just so we can learn a bit about them.
That's kind of what I wanted. So there's no point of having one if we can't fly it. I'm sure we can find someone in town that can fly one. Be one of those dwarves.
At this point, Captain Harvey would come back and he says, "Well, this wasn't really the map I was looking for, but it might be advantageous to you. It's reconnaissance.
Ragnar, you're echoing.
It's like a speech jammer. Sorry. Where was I?
Like a-
It's a reconnaissance, very recent, into the sewers to see, well, if we could find where this cultist lead, or well, where the cultist went. It doesn't go too far, as they weren't able to get far enough in. However, it does detail many, many, many traps on your way there. Most of them very crudely made. Things like bear traps and nail boards.
the sewer?
In the sewer. They must have planted them there.
It seemed like they'd be very easily spotted in the sewer.
I guess that's why it tells of many locations.
That's why there's a bunch of them. It says take time to get rid of them all and noise breaking them.
Yeah.
Well, if I remember correctly, Seth is a deity of traps. As well as poison and murder, of course.
We should be fine. We have people here that can take care of traps, it seems like.
Well, it didn't seem like too much of a problem for one measly elf.
What do you mean?
Well, that's the only person that wrote out this map. He was the recon.
Hmm. Who is this elf?
This elf? Just a private. Got adventurous one day.
Maybe we can take them along. They can help us through the sewer.
I can attempt to contact them. I think they are stationed closer to the docks at the moment. However, I can form a request to have them meet you at the entrance to the sewers.
Sure. That would work. I have some other business to take care of here as of now, but we'll meet them there soon.
Well, I'll have them stationed by the door.
But-
Up way north. It's around where the sewer entrance is.
Okay, well if there's no further business, I guess we'll be on our way.
Of course, and be careful out there.
She just nods and walks away.
He sits back in his chair and gets back to scribing.
Okay, so I'm gonna go find some legal department area in this building and do some stuff, some surprise stuff for later.
As everyone leaves, he's like, "Oh dear, that book is out of place." And he runs up and begins fixing it. And at this point, you've left the office, and you're saying you're trying to locate a legal department?
Yeah, something where we can, like, contracts and things like that can be made, like legal.
All right. That would be in the Parliament. Further down the hall, and a few turns here and there, and being that the Parliament buildings in Caligria are pretty much cookie cutter, you managed to find your way into the legislator's office.
So it should take too long, but yeah, I have everyone like wait outside while I go into like a room or something to write some document down and then have it officially like stamped and whatnot, and I stamp it with some stuff too to make sure it's official, and then I just roll it up and keep it for later.
Yep. As a noble, you do this without question.
As like
Nice.
a judge too, probably.
There's a person who stamps it and says, this should be, the copy of this should be approved in about 3 or 4 days, but you have that copy yourself.
Fine. I'll be back.
Yep.
She heads off.
Have a good one, Majesty. He hits himself in the head.
Just smiles
As
like
he-
it's fine. Just walks off.
Yep. And now
Good
you're
about that.
reunited with your compatriots.
I like the sound of that.
So what was that about?
Surprise for later. Don't worry.
Anatoly, do you like surprises? I'm not sure.
Al looks concerned.
Not really.
Fine. It's not for you. Looks like, yeah.
Good.
Wait, who's it for?
Enough questions.
So she says, we should be going. There's someone waiting for us potentially. And we should probably have lunch before we go in.
Lunch sounds nice.
Like you want to eat in the sewer?
Al still looks concerned about the about the surprise.
Yeah, Zane's gonna pat you on the back. It's best to just let things happen sometimes. Questions may dig a deeper hole than you want.
I don't like this though.
If Anastasia is the backbone of the idea, you shouldn't worry much.
He says it's fine. It's a personal thing. It has nothing to do with the plans.
I don't care.
Just enjoy the surprise.
So to go get lunch then?
Yes. Mostly for you. And
Real quick,
the
out of
dragon.
character, I would have did two things there. I forgot to do the other one too. Surprise too. Need 2 legal documents done.
Yeah, are you gonna let me know of these surprises, or do I already know of them?
The one's roleplay. Okay, so one's like a legal transition of ownership of a Zeppelin from one party to the other kind of deal. You know, just to keep it all legal and official. And if someone were to sign this and owns a Zeppelin or something, or like, you know, an airship, maybe it belongs to me now or something. You know, some legal stuff. Another one's yeah.
All right.
Someone wants to trade their life for their Zeppelin potentially, or
So you guys want to go to lunch? Okay.
always good to go in a shitty sewer and a full stomach, so you can throw it all up when you get there.
Exactly.
Smell.
I guess the closest restaurant would be just south of you, and
Oh, not closest restaurant, nicest
That's-
restaurant.
Yeah.
That's another
it's also the best. Would you look at that?
Sure.
Convenient.
Once further into the city is where everything gets better for people. Everything on the outskirts is more shoddy and more for the lower classes. You, however, are not the lower classes. You dine with style.
Mm-hmm.
As I realize I don't have a map for a restaurant that isn't a tavern.
It's fine.
You don't need one.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, we just ordered as I just ordered like simple foods. It's probably still like sweet foods, but like I guess whatever like a brunch lunch style food would be that sweet.
yeah. Whatever you order, they most likely have it, and it's most likely high quality. This is the equivalent of like a 5 Michelin star.
As we're talking, so as I just the need to find research on these champions. See if there's any in town, which I assume there is.
Yeah.
Actually, I guess I probably should have said this before, but you would know that the statues over here are not only region famous, but they portray those very champions, as well as like, you know, like when you go to the zoo and like there's those markers telling you exactly how the animals are and where they come from. It's sort of like that. A bunch of them detailing a lot of information about these people and their feats of strength.
I'll bring that up. Like we should go see the statues before we head to the sewers, so we can get the base information, so we start devising the plan as we, I guess, wander through the sewers.
Sure.
Is that
Uh,
close
yeah.
to the zoo?
The zoo is right over here.
Ask Ember about
so,
that. Only way next to it
realistically-
is a cemetery, and that's a zoo.
Yeah, this is a cemetery over here. It's not clear because there's no graves, but they'd be so tiny that you can see them. I tried to get that by like the little Mausoleum here, but yeah.
That's what I thought it was
Over
too.
here.
Yeah.
Do you want to go to the zoo, young lady?
Well, I mean, it would be fun, wouldn't it? Isn't it famous in the city?
Fun sometimes doesn't trump duty.
Yes.
No.
Perhaps after we
Once everything's done, once we have our airship, we can celebrate by going to the zoo.
Don't worry, we're not all just sticks in the mud. We have fun as well.
Nod
This
tries to contain her excitement as she's jumping up slightly in her seat, but trying not to make it obvious.
Be a reward for ourselves, as long as we complete the missions.
Yes, there's a time for everything.
Thank you.
Just make sure you
So,
do, otherwise we won't see any animals. Oh, Dragon speaks. What do you have to say?
I'm just curious. Should I go and
You
scout
can-
out the sewers a little bit till we meet up with that one person, or no?
I mean, we have a scout to scout the sewers for us, someone that can find the traps for us, step in them, whatever.
Okay.
If you want to be that person, that's fine as well, but have an elf to do that. We don't know their name.
He would have told you.
Which is
He wouldn't have told you.
wouldn't have told. Oh, he wouldn't have told you. Okay. Yeah. It's like the elf. Sure, for now. So yeah. So I guess we just talk about that a little bit more of the situation. So yeah, we should figure out as much as information about the Zeppelins as we can without making it too obvious that we're asking about information about the Zeppelins, so people don't connect anything to us, just in case anything does go wrong. If our conversations lead to removal of owners of Zeppelins.
Yeah. I don't like not knowing this elf's name.
Yes, well, we'll know it as soon as we get to them.
Yes. Totally pretty organized on a lot of things, so when things aren't clear, apparently, you get worrisome.
Yeah.
You should relax a little, friend.
I was wondering what we're going to be doing once we actually, find the cult in the sewers. Are we planning on arresting them as well?
Arresting, eradicating, close enough.
Seems like they kill themselves when you try to arrest them. So, I mean, we can try to kill them, or we can try to arrest them and they kill themselves. So, I mean, either way, it seems like they die, so...
We take who we can, we kill who we must.
Yeah.
Seems pretty simple.
Yeah. We don't need all of them alive, and seeing as they're willing to kill themselves, whichever ones we get alive, we get alive.
Do you have a problem with killing?
No. I just wanted to know what we would be doing. We'd probably want to try and at least keep the
Peter.
ones who, the one who's in charge alive, right?
Yes, that'll be a priority.
Alrighty.
I'm a little taken back. You seem to be softer than the ones that's willing to kill.
What do you mean?
I just asked you if you were okay with murder. You said yes. It's not a common thing to agree to.
You actually helped me murder the person who killed my sister. Why
Just
would I have
making
a problem with
sure.
it now?
That
Just
wasn't
making
us.
There's a difference between murdering and being okay with murdering.
That was justice being served versus this is just a job.
Well, I mean, it's still justice being served. These people are going around trying
Practicing a
to...
belief?
Huh?
Practicing
Well-
a belief? Technically, they're doing nothing wrong, but if they're causing issues for the leadership here, we've been hired to eradicate them. It's just me pulling at your strings. Don't worry much about it.
If you guys are okay with it, I'm okay with it.
Peer pressure is a real thing.
It's
I mean-
just a
Stay out of the
day in the woods for a soldier. Point me at the target and I'll kill them.
Yes, all kinds of levels of ranging from Dragon willing, if I told him to kill the random commoner sitting in the chair next to me, he would, or across the table from me. Versus you that might not want to do that. It's fine. Different levels gives different perspectives on things. It makes us well-rounded.
I mean, you are the superior officer. I have to follow your orders anyways.
I'm just saying it's okay to have your own mind at times, but just don't overstep your rank. Sometimes a different perspective is necessary.
Yes. When we're talking freely, it's good to give your opinions and stuff, but when I give orders, they should be heeded exactly.
I understand.
I know you do. So I guess we finish eating and then we head to the statues, if we don't have anything else to talk about.
Suppose so.
Mhm.
Well, actually, while we're eating, Anatoly would be opening up the book he found and reading. Well, essentially skipping straight to the part about airships. What does he learn? I guess.
So he learns that the airships came about from a hybrid of dwarven ingenuity and elvish magical arts. Inside of the balloon are basically forever winds that keep it inflated and floating in the air, and is able to be controlled via different mechanisms towards the back of the airship to go up, down, left, right, all about. They can carry enough. They can carry about 100 people at a time. However, there are instances of smaller ones being made where they are more for passengers. However, in recent years, these passenger ships have been repurposed into military vessels, meaning that their speed is second to none.
Okay.
Is there anything you want to know specifically about them?
So is this just like a history book, or is it like more intricate into all the mechanics? Because like it seems like it is. Like how difficult does it seem to pilot one based on just whatever they have in here?
This book tells you that you need to be certified by generals in order to be able to pilot one legally.
Yeah, but anything about like the controls? I mean.
Oh, the controls.
Yeah, is it just a wheel?
It's pretty much simply a normal like water ship in the way that it turns with just a wheel. However, some people must be positioned in the back of the ship to control the winds inside of the balloons.
All right. All right. Yeah. Okay.
Remember there was like a random magic item, it was like a parachute they came out with that like had a baby air elemental in it that when you like inflated it, it just made the elemental come out, and when you're done you pack it back in. He's like, okay, back in the box. And like the airships just have an elemental in there just floating around.
Nothing in the book says it's living. But then again, most of the book is very vague on the
Magic, sure.
yeah, magic. Sure.
There's this magic wind, yeah.
Magic.
Older editions, they had a spell called Permanency, where when you cast Permanency, then a spell, it just permanently puts something there.
I like that. I like that spell.
Yeah, the high level spell. So if you cast, like, I don't know, Gust of Wind or something, then Permanency, it's just gonna be wind in there forever.
Yep. At this point, you would have made it to the memorial. You can see that far taller than all the rest is a large statue of King Triton himself, who was one of the original champions of Glidria.
So first thing I look for is anyone that lives in this town.
You see the man on the horse. His name is Sebastian. He is a beastmaster who you would know would run the local zoo.
There's a zoo stuff, yeah, okay. Anything about him? Any special? Any magic bullshit he has?
It is rumored that he's able to tame any beast known to man.
Okay.
However, as far as like specifics, it doesn't look like anything's confirmed about like magical abilities.
The Zeppelin that they have, that the group has, like they have to have it somewhere, right? Like someone has to have it. Is it still in this town because this is like the town with Zeppelins in it, or is there more than one town with the blimps?
Pretty much every town has blimps for defensive reasons. You wouldn't really know where they would be keeping it exactly.
Sure. I guess we'll go talk to him eventually. So we'll go to the store first, and then come and speak to him, and after we speak to him, we can visit the zoo.
Yay!
So, you're going to head towards the zoo?
No, the sewers first.
Oh, the sewers. My bad.
Finish the
That's
sewers first, and then talk to him. Well, the zoo's right there. We might as well, right?
It's on the way.
Yeah. I guess we'll go do the zoo first. We can do the zoo and spend time in it. We can do a quick glance now and come back later.
Oh, okay.
No, we'll spend the whole day here, and I'd rather get this done. The longer we take, the longer the cult thrives.
We have to kill bugs before they can spread.
As we'll talk to him to get more information to devise a better plan as we do other things. Guess we head to the zoo.
Yep, you guys head to the zoo, and as you get closer, you can see that there's a relatively large line outside of the zoo to get in. However, at the privileges of being a noble, you get to skip that line.
Yeah, I just walk up to whoever someone works here and says, we're looking for, do I know it's like Sir Sebastian, Lord Sebastian?
You would know that it would be Sir Sebastian.
Sir Sebastian. Is he here, or is he at his house?
Well, this place pretty much is his home now. He's here.
You have someone lead me to him, please.
Of course, I can lead you there now.
The way.
Yep. You skip by the large line, and a couple people groan as they seem to have been waiting there for quite a bit, and they're probably unhappy seeing someone skip right by. But nevertheless, you make it to the zoo, and it's pretty packed. From what you can see right now, at the very front, there's just a collection of pretty basic animals that are native to the region. things like wargs, wolves, bears, owl bears being observed by the commoners around the town. As you walk through, there are some things that do catch your eye, such as a flail snail pit that seems to be attracting quite the bit of attention.
Do that.
Yep. And another strange sight is a chained up winged devil.
Winged devil?
Okay, so they just have a devil enslaved here.
Yeah, it's like is there a specific type of devil? Is it a devil with wings, or is like a?
The
Yeah,
humanoid, or
We'll
they
say
like?
it's a we'll say it's a spine devil.
It's like so I was trying to say spine devil. They have wings. They're usually pretty weak and yeah.
So it's like a feral beast instead of like a humanoid.
No.
No, it's a devil.
It's a
So
sentient
like,
creature.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a sentient creature.
Probably
yeah.
smarter. It's probably smarter than most everyone in town.
yeah, they just have this poor devil locked up here.
Yeah.
So we
Y'all
assume
are
that the
kind of
devil is
wincing it chained up like that.
Can we assume that the devil will be from the what do you call the area?
Nine hells.
No, like perhaps related to Sylvania?
They're not undead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
okay.
would have figured they're related to Sylvania in any way.
So just interesting that they have a devil in the middle of their zoo.
He probably just caught one on his adventures and like, you're mine now. In the back.
Unfortunate fella.
Oh, how's it acting? Like,
I'm
you said
upset.
it's chained up. What's its behavior like?
Is it like
watching
like fighting the chains or something like that, or is it just like giving up?
Is
and
it
sitting there?
depressed?
It seems to just be sitting there, surrounded by a large, not really chasm, but it's on like a pillar of stone as it looks down on all of the people. It seems to be just benign and just sitting there.
It seems like the guy's not so nice.
This
Things-
zoo is not as good as I thought it was.
Yeah. Make things a lot easier though.
The strong subdue the weak. It's what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Like Anatoly barely gives it a passing glance.
Yes, but we know he's not as good as some might think. Means he's probably done other things that could incriminate him.
You see, dragon? It could be you.
That could never be me. What are you talking about?
A creature that smart must have been bested. Pretty sure you have less of a chance.
Say, do you know who I am? And they'd be like, because I don't.
Oh my god.
All tough, like, do you know who I am?
Because I sure don't,
Then start
motherfucker.
crying.
So you want to
Start
mess with
crying. I know.
After you pass the gruesome showing of a chained up spine devil, you are led into a large building that seems to be more barn-like. As you walk into a menagerie full of animals that don't seem to be on display at the moment, just penned up. Tending to these animals, you can see a large cloaked fellow. Not much larger than you, but he's still quite tall. As he seems to be of how do I explain this? Sorry, I've lost my mind here. He seems to be an Equinar, which seems to be a hybrid between Tiefling and Angel.
Interesting.
Like Nephilim.
Yes. He looks over at the people who have just entered his barn and says, he dismisses the worker real quick and he walks over and says, "Hello, Lady Anastasia. It's an honor to see you here.
There's Sebastian.
That is me."
Come to acquire, ask you about your, not acquire yet, but come to ask you about your, airship.
Oh, what a strange request. Well, it's unfortunately no longer in my possession. It's in the possession of Andiron and Verisa, though probably more Verisa since Andiron isn't very responsible.
What did he say?
He says it's not in his possession, it's in the possession of some of his other compatriots.
Yeah, see, you guys have your group has retired, and my group is still out doing stuff. So I figured we could, put it to good use.
Well, you would have to talk to Verisa herself. She's, not really in Tolbite at the moment, and normally she lives in Andiron. However, I could probably write a letter. God knows they aren't using it anymore.
Oh, would you? Oh, that would be so helpful to us. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, is that all you came here for?
Well, we're in town helping take care of some stuff. Maybe you've heard of it. The stuff that's going on with the sewers.
Last time I heard anything about the sewers, they told me about a large gator in there. They don't really tell me much after I retired.
Oh, well, I'm sure you can be trusted. Yeah, there's apparently some cult business happening, and we've been sent down there to take care of it. But for your help, helping us acquire the airship and stuff, sending a letter and everything, potentially putting a good word for us. Maybe if you need any help with anything, we could help you.
Oh, I'm fairly certain I can handle myself. However, if I ever need the selective skills of an Inquisitor, I know who to call.
There's one more thing. She like grabs Null and pulls it kind of like, this one here is very excited about your zoo. We wanted to come and see it, but we're on business and all, so we plan to come back later and look around. Perhaps there's like a special VIP tour we can get in or something like that.
All kind of blushes having been put on the spot.
Well, there's normally only access I give to friends and people who do a great service to me. However, for someone as up there as you are in the court, I guess I could make an exception for your companion.
Good. Well,
Thank you.
we do have a lot of business to take care of, so we'll try to clear it up as fast as possible to protect the city and make sure you and your animals are safe from big scary cult.
Of course. Good luck, and mind the devil out there. He's been throwing spines every now and then.
Yes. What about him? Why do you have a devil chained up and not executed or...
Well, he tried to kill me in my sleep. He didn't really get too far, and well, I thought this was a fitting punishment before I send him off. Brings in a few more people. There's a line out the door, I hear.
She gives a smile.
So,
Man, if she's like, yeah, I guess. But if I enslaved everyone that tried to kill me in my sleep, my dungeon will be full. He smiles and walks away.
I also must ask, why is he up on a high pedestal where he can easily throw spines at people?
Cool. Good
They
question.
don't make it that far. They normally land in the chasm. That's what it's there for, really. Also, we'll didn't really have real place to put him. Everything else is full. That was a place for a giant vulture.
What happened to
be
the giant
gone.
vulture?
Oh, he's just around the corner here. I just stowed him away so I could put the devil there. He'll be gone in about 3 days.
Mm.
We'll be going in 3 days. The devil or the vulture?
The devil.
I'm not in there anymore. I walked away. If anyone else wants to ask about that.
Yeah, no would nod. Thank you again for offering us the more in-depth tour. I really gotta go now, and she runs to catch up with Anastasia.
Yeah. You figure we'll talk about all that later with him.
Well,
Gives
wanted to thank him before just running away.
yeah, he just gives a wave and gets back to tending to his animals.
I don't want to pick up like 5 more quests before we get to this one done. Like, should we kill the devil? Should we let him go and just like, yeah, we should get him. We should like let him loose somehow and let him fuck up people so we can like, oh no, your devil got loose, man. It sucks that you kept him around like that, man. That's not a good idea.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So, are we just headed towards the sewers now then?
Yeah. Let's get this stuff done before we cause mischief and get ourselves in trouble potentially.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a nice little misty step to get closer to the chain.
I'll
like,
make sure
so-
that Draco leaves the room before running out.
Yeah.
Also, we should probably make sure none of us are seen doing it.
Yeah. I plan on like
Or
at
at
night.
very least.
I was gonna do
very
this at
least we
night.
can pin it on somebody else.
That's what's later tonight. Like we have fun. We do the cult stuff. We do the zoo. We make sure our letter is sent and all nice and neat, so no one. and then we cause like shit like go down and then we leave. Catch up to our letter so we can get our Zeppelin.
So, off to the sewers. And where on the map are the sewers that we're going to? Like,
Just a circle.
It should be circled from the information that you got from the
okay.
the leader from before.
Okay.
Like he drew it on someone's map.
It's up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he drew it on. Someone has a map of the thing.
I haven't. Oh wait, the map itself.
Someone had a map that handed the cultist to draw a circle or something like that.
I think it was you that pulled out a map.
Me?
To show
Maybe it was
him.
me. I don't think I would have a map. I don't have anything on me.
I think Zane would probably keep one.
I think it was someone else. I think I gestured to someone else to pull out a map.
That was the case. It'd probably been either Anatoly,
Or
Zane,
Zane.
That's what I
Pretty
said.
sure-
Probably Zane.
Wait,
Yeah,
most people
I'm
like
pretty
everyone
sure it
pulls
was
out
Zane.
their everyone pulls out their map and it's like yeah okay sure whatever. Information guy, yeah sure. Yeah. So I guess we head to this door and I hope to see a random elf.
Yep. You head over the door and you see an elf guard stationed there as he looks over and bows in your presence.
Yeah. So Anastasia's gonna walk up to him and says, "Do you trust me?"
Do I trust you? Yes.
Okay. She says, "I'm gonna cast a spell on you."
Oh. Okay.
Don't resist it.
I won't.
I cast Zone of Truth on him.
All right.
He tried to resist it, or does he accept it?
He accepts it.
So, you made your way into these sewers, through all these traps, with no cultist seeing you or anything. Are you working with the cultist?
I'm not working with the cultist, milady.
Any way, shape, or form.
Any way, shape, or form. I'm loyal to Calidria.
Good.
Do you worship Seth?
I worship no gods.
That's fine. Well, that's good, because either you were very skilled, or you were working with the cultists. So, seeing as you're not working with the cultists, then you must be very skilled. So that's good to know.
I think myself very lucky.
Ooh, that's not good then. Luck can run out. But if you're skilled, then you can get us through there pretty easily. Maybe you're skilled and lucky.
Your name, what is it?
Where did I write it? My name is Serene. Private Serene.
Spell that.
Yeah, let me throw it in the chat.
So I assume you know what we're doing and what we're looking for.
Is that out of character or in character?
Character, I'm telling him.
You're looking for the hideout of the cultists.
Yes.
I don't know exactly where it is, but I know the right path to at least get further in. I was chased off by cultists before.
Take us to the path. We'll deal with the cultists. We'll get to their leader.
Of course.
Mine full of traps.
Yes, I will warn you of the traps I found on the way.
And I assume, I guess, out of character, Zane has thieves' tools?
Let me check to make sure.
Does anyone else have thieves' tools?
I do.
Okay, so anyone with thieves' tools can disable traps.
Yeah.
Technically steal the traps and set them up later. Remember
Let's
that.
go.
No one ever does. This place is full of traps. We can have a bunch of traps for later.
Do
I
that.
could, I could make some. I could make some real good use of some traps. Damn shame this elf guy's with us. I could have expertise. Oh well.
What?
With Divergent Persona. If I was in my killer persona right now, I could have expertise with my thieves' tools.
Oh, well, I mean, I assume between the three of you, does Zane have these tools?
Yeah.
Yeah, I assume between the three of you, you can find all the traps.
Yeah. Well, first we gotta see them, then we gotta disable them, and yeah.
Yeah, but I'm assuming, we'll all just kind of look around. Anastasia would help look around, I guess. She'll do the funny thing where she casts light, because she's supposed to be a human. Even though she can see in the dark.
Alright.
But to, I guess, Draco, because he can't see, right? Draco? Yeah, Draco.
I was actually about to twin spell Dark Vision. Give it to Totally and not myself.
Oh yeah, you can't see in the dark. Yeah, if you want to, go for it.
So yeah, so congratulations, Anatoly, for 8 hours can see up to 60 feet in the dark.
Yeah, pretend to thrice spell it, so give it to Anastasia too. She'll tell you that. I cast the magic, and she's like, oh, I see in the dark now. Oh man, oh awesome.
I can only do it 3 times, I'm sorry.
We have an elf and undead, so like, yeah. Oh yeah, technically, is Zane supposed to pretend he's human too?
Yeah.
Okay,
Pretend
4
he's an elf.
times.
Yeah. You do an AoE, like, see darkness. Yeah, it's fine. You can say it's
One
AoE,
big
and
old
the elf's
step.
like, yeah, I can see the dark array, it's not gonna really help me. It's like, oh man, I mean, you're affected by it though, it's fine.
Good, finally making yourself useful.
It's always
so
useful.
Did you cast light on Draco?
No, I'm not gonna cast light if he's gonna do darkness. I don't need light.
Alright,
I don't need to see in the dark. I can see in the dark, but I'm supposed to be a human, so I'm not supposed to be able to see in the dark. So is Zane. So like we need to pretend that we got stuff cast on us.
Yeah, this twin spelled on 2 people, but lying and trying to deceive the elf that it's one big deception for an AoE.
Mhm.
Yeah, and the Stage's like, oh yes, I can see now, and she'll like touch herself, and everyone else too, like, yes, I can do it. Okay, thank you. And she.
So everybody has light on them.
Everyone can see in the dark, basically.
All right.
Besides,
There's no light, so there's no like indication that we're coming.
Hold up.
Except for all the sloshing of water.
Other than Anastasia, this is disadvantaged because she's wearing high heels / heavy armor that she's not supposed to wear.
Well, don't you float?
I can float when I'm sitting. I don't know if I float. I can just float around. I mean, I'll take floating around too, but I mean, it's fine.
I thought it was established that you just float around on that thing. Just
Fine,
hover,
I'll take it. That's fine. I'll do that.
The floating chair. Pull me, peasants.
So you guys go down towards like a little stairwell down to the sewers, and the elf leads you to the entrance. As they're like, well, the first trap starts right there, and he points to a completely obvious board of nails that, like, it doesn't even seem like they tried to hide it.
Push it in the water.
Okay. Yep, just kick it out of the way.
It's going to be sort of this same theme throughout. I almost stepped in a bear trap, though. My fault.
Good thing you were lucky.
Good thing. He just gives a chuckle as he starts moving small traps out of the way. Most of them are very crude things, such as just the nail boards, caltrops littered in the water, and the occasional bear trap, of which the elf just takes a couple twigs and pushes them down to trigger them.
You would probably say something like, find a good idea to trigger the traps. They may make noise. It's probably best to disarm them so they don't go off at all.
Well, I'm going to stop once we get closer to where the cultists found me.
Good. Just making sure.
At this point, there's not much. I think, well, I'm not certain, but it should be just around this corner here. You guys turn a corner to find... God, I hope you can see in here.
Nope.
Nope. Shit. Okay, what happened? Oh, you don't have vision on. That's why. Does...
Oh, okay, then I'm blind. Okay, gotcha.
We should be able to see.
See?
Do you have dark vision?
It's been forever since I've seen
Yeah,
Demon.
yeah, everyone has dark vision right now.
Right. My bad. Let me fix this really quick. Is it fixed?
Yeah, I can see.
Alright, does anyone else have problems seeing? I'm assuming that's a no.
So my dark vision say.
Good.
I can
no,
see just fine. Sorry.
Yeah, I was still muted. No, everybody has naturally, well, minus me and Atoli, because I had to cast dark vision. They have 60 feet of dark vision to begin with.
I can see it just fine. It moves with me.
Yeah, we can see. I think everyone else can see. I think everyone else is good.
Yep. Alright. The elf continues down
Anastasia is very much in the back.
before the elf stops and gives a sort of hand motion that isn't familiar to most. However, Draco, a ping comes into your memory as they do this hand motion. It means halt. You remember this from your long forgotten past.
What's the hand motion? They hold their hand.
Yep,
It's the fist.
They
It's
are-
the fist, right?
it's more complex than the fist. It's like sign language almost.
It immediately respond to Anastasia with my psychotic mind. Hey, something's up ahead. Guy telling us to stop for a second.
Oh yeah, we should roll stealth.
I'm doing it just to get it out the way. Cause I was like, just to make. I was gonna be like, look, here's my 3 stealth, and I was like, oh damn, I rolled pretty well. With disadvantage, I rolled 2 15s.
Can I ask where that 1d4 comes
Bullshit.
Guidance.
from? Right.
If we're not in combat, I won't be casting guidance.
Look at all these fucking 5s, and then the 11,
Yeah.
3, 1.
Yep, roll a 2.
I'm just doing it just to get it out the way. I don't know if we needed to or not, but I was just like, just remember, guys, I'm probably gonna roll a 3, so when anyone wants to stealth anything, I'm way in the back.
Surprisingly, you rolled well. Alright. Let me roll one for this elf here. Shouldn't be GM. Yeah, they're fine. The elf continues forward very slowly as they pull out their longbow. They peek around the corner, and they come back quickly and say, okay, so I see a few of them down the hall. I think 4. One's holding a torch. They don't seem to know we're here.
Very well. So we shall advance. We advance aggressively, or no?
Yes, maybe we can take them by surprise. So she's like, let me
Be
help
the
you all
best.
out.
So let's position ourselves at the open.
What does everyone do? So...
Of your
out of character,
guy.
combat-wise, what do you guys do? Like, do you do attacks or do you do saves?
Stab a
I
bitch.
have.
For you two.
I do
Noel
it.
and, yeah.
I do more like saves, but I do have a couple that are just attacks.
Then I have like a couple that are saves, but most of my shit's attacks.
Most of my things are saves.
Okay, well, I'll do it to this then. Boop. The D4 to attack rolls, so yeah.
Nice.
I'm gonna cast this on +4 for now.
Wait, why is Nell left out?
Saves.
Okay.
Not gonna need a D4 to like, right, you're not gonna do attacks. So he said he's more attacks with some saves. You say you're more saves with some attacks. So
Yeah,
you're
okay.
benefiting
I
from
get it.
Yeah.
Plus, I could throw my daggers and hatchet, hand axe, as well for an attack.
And I put it on myself for the D4 for the saving throw. So if I do get attacked, I'll have the plus D4 to make the con save to keep it up. Shouldn't be a problem after that, but yeah. I cast this on everyone, and I say, okay, go get them.
Yeah, are we level 4 or 5?
5.
Oh, I level up, that's right.
It's actually up to you. Like we don't know. We keep track of our own experience.
We're at level 5. At least I am.
Yeah,
I'm a level
everybody
4,
but
so
I think
I think everybody.
Level 5, yeah.
everyone's like same experience, except for Draco's missing 1 point of experience.
Mm-hmm.
He'll get his level today, and we can't no matter what, even if we get all 4. Actually, I think we both. Yeah, I think he's caught up after the session.
Yep.
I guess.
So do you want to roll initiative and do a surprise round?
I ask our guy how far down were they, so I can get a clear line of sight.
Just peek around the corner. They're all lit up. Now you should be able to see them if you can't.
Oh yeah, I see them.
Alright. Is everybody good with their levels? It seemed like someone...
Yeah, I adjust my HP. That's pretty much all that really matters at the moment.
Alright, well...
So
What are rogues get at 5th level?
I don't know. I'm checking right
Oh
now.
shit!
Uncanny dodge.
Sounds
their
like it's
sneak
one of the-
attack
yeah.
86. Yeah.
Attack
we-
and uncanny dodge, yeah. Okay, that should be easy.
Mhm.
So we roll an initiative, and then
Yep,
I mean, once we make a hostile action, yeah.
yep, this is...
We're just gonna roll for initiative to do a surprise round, and then we just do a hostile action, right?
Yeah, but how close are we gonna like go before we do that?
oh, I can cast up to 240 feet of most of my spells.
Yeah, I know. What I'm talking about is like, should we let the attacky people get closer and then attack? You know?
I mean, they technically, we're walking right at them. I don't think we can get any closer without them just like turning like, hey, look, people.
Their light goes to pretty much just like over here.
Yeah,
if
so
I
we-
did that
we get
correctly.
closer.
So you could get just like to the end of the
Also, it's
hall
like
here.
with a 13 stealth from Anatoly, I don't think you can sneak up any closer without their passive perception hearing you.
Well, Anatoly's gonna try to sneak up on them regardless. Like,
Yeah.
I pre-rolled that, so that sucks. But yeah, like that's a determination of whether the passive goes. You know.
Yeah, it's. I assume since they're on guard, they have a passive perception +5 because there's more than one of them. So one will be helping the other, basically.
Well, DM.
They seem to be just talking amongst themselves and distracted. So it's just flat their passive perception, to which they're basically glorified commoners. So you would be able to sneak up fairly easily.
Okay, so yeah, I'd be at the end of the hallway.
Oh, I didn't roll. But...
Yep, let me roll for the cultist.
Whew. Which one has the better dex?
My dex is +3, 16.
Had them toggle the GM there for a second.
Why are you having them all act independently?
Well, some people, I think B does that as well.
It's because there's only 4 of them.
There you go.
When they're all the same monster, you don't have to have roll for each of them. You can just roll one. Like it makes
Yeah.
saves time.
Yeah, I tend to only do that when it's larger numbers.
Just making sure you knew. Yeah, it's no
Yeah.
big deal.
Yeah, they're surprised anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's a surprise round. So,
Probably not gonna get a turn.
Yeah, we'll probably kill them all before they do anything.
we start with Zane.
Alright, so this is surprise round, yes?
Yep.
So I'll step up, get within range of my short bow, and take a blast or shot at that guy.
All right.
Pew.
That hits. Roll damage.
Doop. How you roll damage without doing the?
The
Is that
name.
shit?
How
Huh?
the name? It's in your options. Your cog.
Click on yeah.
You add 3d6 to it because you're 5th level rogue. Damage. I assume the commoner is dead.
Gosh, isn't that interesting? They're just chatting, having a good time, just laughing about probably whatever joke they have. And one of them hits the ground, and they all look at them in horror as they fall to the ground and bleed out into the water.
Oh no!
Funny part is they're still. The funny part is like they haven't reacted yet. Like because we actually get to all take our turns before they even see John die.
Yeah.
Alright, after that, I believe I'm done.
All right.
Wait
Next
1
is
second. Faction, is it a bonus or no? Yeah, it's bonus. I
Um,
give Master of Tactics to Anatoly.
Against which one?
Doesn't when you choose to.
What?
can you link it in the chat? Oh, there you go.
Yeah, don't you have to be within
30 feet.
Of the attacker or of my ally?
The creature.
the target of
Oh.
the attack must be within 30 feet of you.
Usually have to be within 5 feet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gotcha. Never mind then. I are done.
Serene is going to.
Hide as a bonus action.
True. I'll
And
do
then
that.
next
Sure.
round as well.
Yep, Serene is going to shoot their longbow towards the now closest enemy. 16. 5 piercing. It hits him in the shoulder as he watches his friend fall to the ground and fade off of this mortal realm. He grabs the arrow and screams. It's not enough to. This is just a scout. Can you see the health bars, by the way?
Yeah, we can say they have 9 HP. 4 out of 9.
All right.
Not a big deal to me.
It's now Anatoly's turn.
Okay, can't reach any of the others without dashing, so Anatoly is gonna go and silence him. And
Right.
don't have advantage, just gonna stab the bitch.
It hits. You silence him well
Yep.
as
Right as the arrow hits him in the shoulder before he screams, Anatoly runs up, a little slash of the throat. He doesn't get a scream, it's just a bloody gurgle as he falls.
anything else for your turn?
Fucking chin. Nah, better not to waste blood points.
All right. Next is Draco.
So 1 second. I don't know why, but roll 20 did it again.
Oops.
I'm trying to fix my spell for a Chaos Bolt. I guess I'll twin spell Chaos Bolt.
You can.
You
Oh
can't-
no, never mind. No, I can do Chaos Bolt, not Chromatic Orb.
Chromatic Orb, yeah, you can do Chromatic Orb. Because Chaos Bolt has a chance to hit more than one target, that's why.
Wait.
Yeah, I don't
you
need
rolled,
to anyways.
You rolled the same on 2 8s, so yeah, you get to do the double chaos bolt anyway.
Yeah, that's the reason why, because you couldn't, yeah. So you can still hit someone else. Yep, there you go. You hit 2 targets.
So first one gets lightning damage, and the other one gets fire.
Yeah, and I believe that hits both of them, so yeah, they're both dead.
No, you
Sure
can't,
thing.
You can't twin. One gets hit for 3, and then the other one gets hit for 6, right?
No, because the 2d8s, those are added on.
Oh, yeah,
damage.
those are add on. Yeah, you're right. My bad. Yeah.
Yeah, so the first one takes 13, bounces off him, hits the other guy for 16.
The spells that aren't eligible for twin spell, it's Ray of Frost, Magic Missile, and Scorching Ray, and Chromatic Orb. Oh no, everything is acceptable for twin spell minus Magic Missile and Scorching Ray.
If it can target more than one creature, you can't twin spell it.
Now the new ruling is if it potentially can target more than one creature.
Yeah. So that's why like Chaos Bolt can't be twin spell. But you can twin spell Ray of Frost.
You can, Ray of Frost or Chromatic Orb.
Oh, I can still spell.
Orb's still good.
Now I'm confused. So
Oh,
does
no.
it hit both of them? Or
Yeah, it hits both of them. Yeah.
Oh.
So when he rolled the 2 numbers, he gets to twin spell it. Or he gets to free twin spell it basically. That's why you can't twin spell it because you can do this.
That's the thing about Chaos Bolt. If you roll 2 of the same number on the 2d8, it bounces off the guy and hits someone else of your choice.
Yeah, it's chaos.
Yep, it's chaos. It's fun.
So they're both dead. All right.
Yeah.
One guy gets
That's just
electrocuted and then he's X guy's either burned or his head explodes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Fuck that extra. That 1d4 for the attack too. So yeah, one way or the other,
Well,
they're dead.
it's the hit. If you would have missed, you had a
Oh,
D4
it's a
hit. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
better. It's better. It's a hit. You guys are good. You guys roll
Okay.
really well.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
A question about the second guy: does he get burned to death, or does his head explode from psychic damage?
Well,
I'm asking Ragnar. He chooses this.
Yeah.
You got psychic, brain splatter up against the wall.
He watches his English shooter, so his head just explodes. He's like, ah.
Yeah.
Dead. Dead.
Anastasia kind of floats up and yawns, like, okay, good job, guys.
Mom kind of pouts, like, I didn't even get to do anything before you guys got rid of them all.
It's fine. They'll
Keep
be
your
okay.
hands, keep your hands clean, little one. You'll be fine. Keep your innocence. Why not?
Did they have anything of interest with them?
Nothing aside from a insignia of the staff and their weaponry.
I'm seeing
Yeah,
if they're
that's
guarding this path, they must be down here.
Hmm.
Do you
Looks
know
like
which way?
Trap's lead.
Dragon seems to have a scent on something. Do you see anything down there?
I was just taking a look.
Mm.
Do I see anything down this way? Is that magical, mysterious, large alligator coming up this way?
That magical alligator, thankfully, is gone. And nothing that you have to worry about. You do see a bend in the path, and no traps on your way towards that direction.
Well, I'm gonna do it to the other side now. Just
It branches off into two. I looked down there. Okay.
well, I'm doing my job. I just say back quietly.
Everyone else to push on, because
We're
I have-
trying to figure out which way to go.
I have
I would
an idea.
assume
That's
it'd be
it.
straight down this aisle because they're guarding it.
like I said, it must be this way since they're guarding it. It'd be weird to guard the path that nothing's down.
Guys, I have an idea.
Which is
How badly damaged are their outfits?
Well, this guy and this guy are reasonably fine. The one that got electrocuted, not so much. The one whose head exploded, it's red now.
Okay.
One just has a couple of arrows in him and a knife stab, probably, right?
Yeah.
Do you wish to pursue the possibility of infiltrating them?
Guess once we figure out where they are, you can go in and see what information you can get before we go in and deal with them.
I can disguise myself as well and go in with him.
Sure.
It's a whisper to Anatoly. Well, not really whisper, but quietly ask, because I don't know how loud our echoing with spells and shit in this hallway are.
As if you don't have a psionic mind.
Yeah, true. If you can't answer me back, you can only nod. That's the downfall to that.
Just ask me a yes or no question. Just
I was gonna say, hey, give me a sign if you think you need some like some magic thrown down that way, a long distance to get you out. If you can't get away.
yeah, he'd give you a little nod. Just passive perception alone going down this way. Would we see any more traps?
You have a 17, right?
15.
15? You would reasonably see that there's a few obvious traps going around.
Who looks the strongest amongst us? The NPC?
It's not the NPC. Person who
Probably be the
looks-
dragon with natural fucking armor at the AC of 18.
That doesn't mean strength, though.
True.
Let's look at all of your strength scores. Not Null. Null is wimpy.
so Zane's
Need
negative.
alarm.
Zane's ever so less wimpy.
Anatoly's strength is shit, but who cares when he can just stab you?
Yeah,
I need someone to throw something.
very dexterous. It would be Draco.
Mm-hmm.
Draco's the strongest.
What is yours? Like +1, +2?
1.
Actually, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me look at. Yeah, no, it's
I was gonna
It's
say, what about the NPC?
it's definitely Draco.
Okay. Okay. So Anastasia says, pick up a rock, Draco.
Sure.
And she casts light on the rock, says, throw the rock down the hall. And see.
Okay.
Which
Try
hall?
Which I look at her. You want me to throw it straight down, left, right?
Let's do all the hallways first, just to make sure. Alligators or cultists are down there.
Well, I can tell you the left is clear, right's clear.
And
What?
it's just to throw the rock past our dark vision, basically.
Okay, well then, don't throw it straight down because we know where they came from. So I come over here. I just throw it down this way as far as I can. So strength. 6.
I mean, I'm sure
I
you can
wouldn't-
throw it. Yeah.
Yeah, you can just throw it.
Yeah.
You throw it past your dark vision, and it lights up the way to a incline upwards. The water this direction seems to be flowing towards you.
Okay.
More rock.
Pick up another rock.
Yeah, I just
Okay.
cast light
Yeah.
on it, and the other light goes out.
Then I throw that way.
This one goes straight for a good while. It doesn't seem like it. Past the light, you can't really see the end.
Well, I sit there and say, well, let me do this. Just bear with me. I cast Firebolt all the way down that way.
It'll be like the same.
That's all. Actually, no. That's 240
Oh, you're gonna
feet.
use something to make it.
So
Okay.
I can throw.
Okay, you're using your meta magic, I guess.
Actually, no. I'm using a feat. Stealth sniper.
Okay. Sure.
Alright. You throw a firebolt even further than you threw the rock by like 4 times, and poof, it putters out at a bend in the way. The path there seems clear, no traps that you can see close to you.
There's no traps down in the other halls, potentially. This must be the right way. So, we should probably keep going.
Yeah, I just for safety do it down this hall too with Firebolt again, and then just follow.
If you tried to cast Firebolt going down... which hallway? The one on the left, right?
Yeah, right here.
Okay, yeah. Don't do it in the middle one. If you had that, totally would have stopped you. Just
Yeah.
Oh no. I know that I'm not doing that unless you give me the head nod. Hey, I need shit thrown down here.
So,
Time
Anatoly,
Anatoly
are
was
you?
taken in disguise, right?
Oh, I mean, he'd just be able to, take the disguise without taking their outfits. But just my idea was like several of us dress up. But yeah.
I don't think we have. I don't think Anastasia will want to do that. We don't want to wear those
Yeah.
clothes. I mean, and she's
Oh,
Not just we haven't seen a dragonborn among the cultists, so I'd be an oddball in the mix.
Well, yeah.
if Null
it-
puts on the
It'd be the scout Zane and Null and I don't know Anastasia if you want to was his idea, but yeah.
she'll
if Null puts on the outfit, does she have to disguise herself to look like one of the cultists?
You wear like a. Is it called? Do the cultists wear like masks and stuff, like in the picture, or?
They don't wear masks, they're just hooded.
Good luck.
Okay, then I guess Null would just disguise self to look like one of the people that was on the ground.
Alright. You make yourself look exactly like them.
And then she puts on the robe.
Yeah.
Anatoly cast disguise self on himself too. Ah. Way better.
This poor private, he doesn't know what he's getting himself into.
Yeah, I was thinking as I was being nice to him the whole time. Like, Anastasia's thinking like he's gonna die today. He doesn't even know.
Anatoly looks like one of them now. He does it when the scout's just looking the other direction.
Yeah, Zane's gonna kind of bypass it, like, I'm not wearing that.
Yeah,
And if he-
enough.
And if he like saw anyone's lips moving or anything like before the attack, like he would hear for their voice and replicate it because he can do that too.
No,
You would have heard
cannot.
their voice.
Huh?
You would have heard their voice. They were joking before you slaughtered them.
Well, now their voice is mine. Wearing another man's skin.
Technically, the way that surprise round worked was, it was basically just arrows flew, spells flew, and then as the last guy turned to get stabbed, and like no one got to do anything.
Yeah.
So
That's
they all
pretty much it,
died-
yeah.
Yeah, they all died in the surprise round, so they can't even take reactions or anything. So they're just like there.
Arrow in the head, arrow in the shoulder. One guy got electrocuted, another guy's head exploded, and the guy who got the arrow in the shoulder got his throat slashed.
Let me put you on this map so you know.
That's how surprise rounds work.
Mhm.
No reactions,
Not
no
a-
speaking, no nothing.
Not a
This
peep.
is Even serene.
Yeah, like we heard them just before it, so you know.
Yeah.
Right. As you get farther within the sewers, it starts to get thinner, and it starts to get a little bit more cramped. And as you go on, you notice the water turns green.
Null visibly holds their nose.
It doesn't smell per se. The private bends down and just looks at it for a little bit and inspects it. What in the world?
What is it?
Is something wrong?
Oh.
Oh no.
They take out some of their arrows and just dip it in. Well, that could be useful. It's poison.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I was seeing if I had detect poison or cleanse poison. I'm like, I don't think I have any of that.
Well, so long as you don't have a cut on your foot, you should be fine.
Was anyone injured in the last fight?
No. They
Then we should be fine.
They never even heard us coming.
Best I can do is stop you from being poisoned. Oh well. Yeah, so she just says, we'll be fine. I can protect us if someone gets poisoned. But if
Null is still holding your nose.
don't know how the water supply in this town works, if it's if it's connected to it in any kind of way, but maybe the town will be poisoned if not. So we might want to deal with that.
Well, this will definitely be coming up in my report. Well, come on, let's go. As they lead you down.
Anatoly would fill his water skin with the poison water.
Wow.
Free poison water.
Yeah, free
Yeah.
poison.
Free poison.
So when I mentioned the water supply thing, did he say anything about that?
Yeah, he said, well, my report should definitely reflect this.
I mean, when she was like gesturing, does this like does this sewer lead to like water supply in any kind of way?
It leads to the canals, but you saw the water before. It didn't look tainted like this.
Maybe it hasn't had enough time to infect everything yet, or they're only doing it in a small scale. There's no
Maybe.
way the water supply for the town doesn't lead in the sewers in any kind of way, does it? I assume it has to somehow underground.
Only when it's, well, it's not directly connected to the wells. They try to keep that separate, the dwarves.
Yes, but I assume it's underground somewhere, so they might have access to that as well.
You're probably right.
As far as we know, this could be the runoff of what they're doing to the wells.
Dear. The, eventually you guys see a light come from the path, Can you see on this map?
Yes.
Nope.
Yep.
Uh,
Just fix
Upright.
that real quick. Here's night vision, 60 feet.
yeah, unless you change his token or drag the token from the other map.
There we
you
go.
do it every time.
Yeah, I did it for you guys, but I guess I must have missed missed one token.
Yeah, well, all you have to do is to save the token now. Draco knows himself.
I was just no, I was re-rolling because of the attack from last thing.
So your token just
Stealth.
No, you just moved this token.
You're all kind of cramped up there.
I wouldn't be frontline.
Nala accidentally touches Anastasia's butt.
Like, oops.
What? Wait, why would Zane be frontline?
That's how I wouldn't be frontline.
Yeah.
You can readjust yourselves as
Get the one melee guy in front of you.
I placed you guys on the map because you guys weren't there before. They panicked. Nevertheless, the elf deals down and says, "Okay, so, just gonna do your infiltration plan, or?"
Yes.
All scooches by Zane.
Go ahead.
Well,
Are there any more traps that we can see, or like does he show us as any to maneuver around?
there. Oh, it's not the right color. Let's say there is a nail board here and a bear trap here. You can
Okay.
see that.
Question: are the nail boards literally just sitting there waiting for someone to step on them, or
Yes.
are they like a rake with the nails in it? Just step on it, just nails up in the face.
It's just like a 2x4 with nails sticking out of it.
They
Okay.
don't seem to be the brightest.
It's those simple traps that they put in video games that every now and then you forget to look for them and you just accidentally step on them.
Yeah, you lose like 5 health and you ignore it.
God damn it! You just like move on.
It's a good thing you guys got people with good passive perception.
Right.
Yeah, so Anatoly just looked back to Null
Don't fuck this up.
and
I'll
continue.
follow your lead.
Step over the nail board.
Carefully tiptoeing around it.
The
Watch out, Rancor Pit.
I don't actually know how much of this you can see right now, but
I can see it.
alright.
I can see it all.
Alright.
I can't see anything.
As they turn the corner, there's a person there.
Thank you.
You should have 60 feet dimming. There you go. You should be able to see now.
Okay. I'm like, I can't see anything.
Nice.
You deleted your
I see
token.
I see some dead fuckers.
Or soon to be dead.
Saying Draco deleted his token, so that's why he probably couldn't see anything. And
I would
probably doesn't
explain
matter.
I
something.
Oh, I didn't delete anything.
It just moved on top of you, and I moved it back.
That's a lot of people.
Oh, okay, gotcha. He's hit. Okay.
Stay calm, act like you belong, and you will.
Before they leave, I would have told Noel, because she tried to touch my butt or something, or accidentally touched it. Did you say something?
Yeah, I was jokingly saying that since it was getting more cramped in the hall, that while she was passing you, she would have like accidentally touched your butt.
More like the
But it was more a
thigh,
joke.
probably like a thigh or something, because she's like floating on a little chair. She would have said like, "If you do another good job tonight, maybe you earn the surprise I got for you."
He blushes bright red, but I don't know if you'd be able to
Oh,
see it
and-
with this guy's self.
I would also ask Anastasia if she's able to cast that one spell she did where she was talking to all of us so we can communicate in silence.
That's a message is a cantrip. I just have to. I have to talk to you first, and you can talk to me back once. So I don't have a way to link everyone together like a warlock or something, or that high of a spell yet.
Correctly, you don't have to see us for the message to go through, right?
I think I do. I think I have like if any of you like threw like 1 foot of stone or blah 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 all that bullshit.
Yeah.
No. Like the message can like go around corners and shit, right?
I think there's a permeation.
Yeah, I think I have
Yeah.
to point. I'm just gonna link it.
Okay, I'm looking at it. Blah 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 blah. It says within range, not within sight.
Magical
Yeah,
silence.
I have to point the
sound.
direction, don't I? Your finger towards a creature within range, and so I have to like know where you are to point at you, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, you can know general area. You know we're going.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's a
into this
cantrip. I
area.
point, and if you don't get a message back, I point like somewhere like 2 feet to the left, 2 feet to the left, 2 feet to the left, until
Okay.
eventually it hits you, right? Yeah.
So walking in, do we hear anyone talking about anything, or what are these people doing around us?
Some of them just seem to be talking. These cultists especially seem to be saying something to these goblins. Nothing good. It's more seems to be some sort of subjugation.
Okay.
Like it's insulting them, or
Like like demeaning them in order to like break them.
okay. I presume in Goblinoid.
Yes.
Okay,
Do you know Goblinoid?
I don't.
Goblinese.
Nope.
I don't know.
Right.
Somewhere in here, is there anyone here who looks like a leader type person? Like this guy kind of looks like.
Okay.
You could probably gather that the guy at the desk is the leader.
Mhm.
It's actually a woman. You would know her name from the leader who you charmed and got information out of. This would be Isha.
Oh.
Okay.
So Isha is here. Are these people dead over here?
Nah, they just.
So they are super dead. They have
Very
no
unconscious.
heads. They are hanging from the ceiling from their feet. And one of them is in a traditional Inquisitor's robes.
Does it look like the Inquisitor from that one picture we saw?
Yeah, you would recognize it as the Inquisitor of Tolbite, who recently went missing, who was also revealed to you as dead.
So I presume Anastasia is just like constantly casting message to maintain context, so we could like whisper back whenever, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Every now and then, like not like every second, right? I want to like talking in your head while you're trying to like communicate with someone. So like every like maybe like 10-20 minutes.
Yeah.
And usually I hope for like something like I'm getting ready to talk to someone. Don't message me in another 30 minutes or 10 minutes or something like that, right? Like as a in thing.
Yeah.
What are the people that are just like standing about doing? What are like the
This one is flipping a knife. These ones seem to be on their hands and knees praying. And this one is drawing on the ground runic symbols.
So does this thing here look like an altar, or are these like little prayer circles or whatever?
To you, these just look like just ritualistic circles that are glowing their respective colors. And this platform here seems to be just a couple of steps leading to some sort of like bowl with a large bovine skull on top.
Okay, sacred cow. So yeah, What does the leader person seem to be doing? You know, whatever her name, Isha.
Isha seems to be writing on this scroll in front of them.
Okay. Well, time to start probing. So Anatoly would kind of just like loop around these guys here down at the bottom. As he's going by, he'd probably say something really mean to them in Orcish or whatever fucking language goblins are known to sort of know other than Goblinoid, I guess.
Orcish is safe.
Just like just like, you know, disgusting little fucking worms as he walks by.
They're just sort of like cowering.
Yeah. He presumes he shouldn't disturb the circles, so he just avoids, you know, steps over them.
Yeah, stepping around and just like not trying to look respectful as well.
Mm-hmm.
Passing this person, Null would look at the ruins he is currently drawing.
They seem to just be
Are they similar to the ones that are already on the ground?
they're not exactly similar, but it looks like he's trying to form another circle. And failing miserably, mind you.
Good.
Okay. Yeah. Aisha's a lady, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I was supposed to do something. I forgot what it was. Oh well.
So yeah, Anatoly going up to him. He'd like go there and sort of be, I guess not genuflecting, but like, you know, head bowed, sort of like some sort of note of submission, like that.
Yep. Isha just like glares up at you and says, "Shouldn't you be at the door?"
What was the name of the last city we were in?
Lindril.
There was a runner from Lindril. They have our following there has been destroyed.
Isha just clutches the quill as he put it back. Oh, good. That's exactly what we needed right now. Less people. Damn it. This mission is possible. What Seth asked of us is too much. Well,
Are you doubting what we are meant to do?
no, I would never. It's just that I get the impression our own temple is. They haven't sent us anything. Not for a while. Not even a message. I'm trying to write something to them now. Hopefully it'll inspire them. Maybe they've lost faith. But we haven't, right?
No. We will never lose faith.
Of course.
If you wish, I can personally deliver the message for you. I will ensure it is given to the highest of authorities.
You know you were there? Through the blockades?
Yes.
It's not like I have many options now. Alright. Once I'm done writing it, I'll send it over.
Okay. Do you have a time frame on that, or do you just wish to not be disturbed until you are done?
Give me 5 minutes.
Yes.
Till then, help him with the runes. Can't even
He
draw.
seemed to be struggling.
Yeah. I don't even know what he's trying to do. That's not even a circle, that's a square. Please help him.
Right away.
Understood.
He just seems to be struggling and racing.
Okay.
He eventually looks up and is like, "Oh, hi."
Hello. Aisha told us to give you a hand. You're clearly not doing very great.
It's the chalk. It won't stay lit. He keeps like slapping it, and it glows a little bit. I don't know what's up with this stuff. Something's not right.
Where did you get it from?
I got it from Isha. She said all she could spare. It should be working fine. It never does this.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say. I mark Aisha as my killer spray.
Killer spray?
Yep.
Got it. Here, just maybe you guys can do it better than I can. I don't know. I just can't keep it lit. He hands off the chuck to
When he says
No,
lit,
just-
was he like lighting it on fire? Or?
no.
He said that it was
Flashlight.
glowing.
Like a
Yeah,
flashlight,
as he
blues and
tried-
batteries. He like slams it against the ground a few times and starts light. Yeah.
It's pretty much what he's doing.
Yeah, he like takes it out in the sun. It's solar powered. Anatoly would just help Null with whatever she's trying to do because he's completely magically inept.
Yeah, I guess Null would try and take it and just focus what magic they know through the chalk.
So you pick up the chalk and it immediately fades.
Like, based off how well your fate is to the god.
Yeah,
Well,
Null kind of
is it
looks
like
at
put
it
down like,
and-
oh no, I dropped it. Oh no.
Null takes it and she does what he was before and tries to hit it. Like, something is clearly wrong with this.
It begins to light up just a little bit more, but as you do it, you're feels like the blood vessels in your hands are like pulling towards it. It's not too painful, yet it's a very weird experience.
Okay, vampire Chuck.
Yeah, that's weird. No, like, still holding it is like, I'm gonna take this back to Aisha. I think she might know something going on with it. This is clearly like wrong. And Aisha, she kind of like walks over and, ma'am.
I told you 5 minutes!
Yes, but something is wrong.
Wrong with
I-
what?
You know how you said that he was struggling. I think something is wrong with this chalk that you gave him. And she sets it on the table, like getting it out of her hand.
What? We just got this from the temple, not 4 months ago.
Do you
Oh,
think that they may have made it improperly?
That or they made it bad. What are they trying to do?
Do you think they're trying to sabotage us?
The temple?
I
No.
mean,
Never. Why would they? Why
I'm
would-
sorry. I shouldn't have spoken. It was just a thought.
Hmm. Maybe if you just draw it directly on the wall, behind me. Maybe it's just not in the right place.
But there are already circles already set up on the floor just fine. Why would this one be any different?
This one's for the explosive.
Hmm.
We need to blow up the wall to get the Brother of Earth. You know this.
Yes, I'm sorry. And she carefully picks it back up again.
Just draw it on the wall behind me.
I assume once the Brother of Earth thing brings up, they all message me like I'm like, any news? Like Brother of Earth, and I'm like, what the hell does that mean? Like,
They're-
huh? Also making history or religion checks to figure out what it is.
Null starts to try and replicate the symbols that are drawn on the ground already, but like I don't think she'd know how to make it differently. So she's just trying to like make what she thinks it looks like.
How about you leave it up to the luck of the draw and roll Arcana?
Yeah. 14.
14's not bad. You like even if you had disadvantage, you do a crude job because this is your you're not very apt in this department. However, you do relatively fine as you come across it fading out a little bit, but directly on the wall, it sticks as you make another circle. The circle then sort of shifts a little bit into its intended form as more of like a correctionary method. Probably a failsafe inside of the chalk, just in case someone's dumb enough to fuck up.
Null sighs with relief and then very quickly like backs back up, setting the chalk back on the table.
Yeah. While Nala was doing that, and Tully pretty much just turned this guy. So what exactly were you trying to achieve here?
We need to blow up the wall. You should keep saying the Brothers of Earth is behind it, yet, well, we haven't been able to hear it. We should be able to hear the orbs.
Why didn't anyone just get some pickaxes?
Well, we don't have that really on us, and all of our money went to the temple. Pay for that damn chalk and whatever weapons we could muster. Called it a tithe.
Can I make a Arcana roll to see if I know what the Brother of Earth is or whatever it is, or?
You most likely would not know what the Brother of Earth is.
Okay. A religion or a history or a Arcana thing?
You can attempt, but it's unlikely that you would know.
If it's something I'm not supposed to know, then like it's like some random code word, right? Then that's fine. But yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't really know what the Brother of
Okay,
Earth is.
cool. I guess if I get told that, I'm like, well, I guess message back, well, I don't know what that is, try to figure out what it is.
After finishing the piece, Null would turn to the woman and, can you remind me what the Brother of Earth does again? Like,
She just sort of slowly looks at you and says, "Have you not been listening?"
I'm sorry, I've had a rough day today. And she kind of looks upset. And,
Seth, our Sliver Supreme, needs
yes.
the relics, the siblings. They're these powerful relics that, well, if they interact with the shrine, he was very vague on that. Gods tend to be like that, but it's apparently supposed to help with the resurrection process. If we just get the 4 orbs, we can resurrect him again, or at least help in the process. But we only really have access to 1. The other ones we'd need help from the temple, yet they haven't gotten back to me in months.
I'm sorry to have bothered you about it.
Yes, just, and she, just hastily writes in some, things towards the bottom, scrolls it up, and pretty much just, like, shoves it in your chest. It's like, just take it!
Yes. Null gives a bow of the head again and turns back.
Yeah.
I have the letter now. And I completed the circle for you on the wall behind the desk.
Oh. Yeah, would you look at that? Huh, looks better than what I was doing. Thank you. So help.
You actually complete it right, or make it look like it's completely right, but you like left some things out so it doesn't actually work.
Nope. She completed it because she
Okay.
was trying to replicate it as much as possible. It's probably not an explosion one because it's probably just like this one. But yeah. Murderous.
Yeah?
Null came up to you and was like, "I have the letter now, so I am ready to leave when with you to go deliver this."
Okay, we can link back up with the ones still on guard and let them know we'll be back in I guess a week. However long it takes us to get through the blockades.
Hmm.
Yep. Let's go. As he goes by the goblins, he just like smacks one on the face.
Try not to disrupt the process. Says Null.
break their will in more way than one. Open your mind.
And he keeps going.
Weirdo.
No.
Nailed.
Hop over the nail board.
Yeah. So, yeah, once we get back here,
Null, hand me the letter.
Here you go.
he immediately opens it.
Yeah, I figured
Yeah.
as much.
Boom! Just kidding.
Kaboom. Yeah.
I mean, she literally wrote it in front of me and handed it to me. I think I would have noticed a bum.
I think like more like poison shoots out of it, so you know, snake people.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let me
So, yeah, what's it say?
proofread. Boop, boop, boop. Yep. You open it.
Mm-hmm.
The bottom portion seems heavily written, or hastily written, rather.
Mm-hmm.
What is
What's
the
it say?
temple is doing? Oh, do you not see it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, there it is. There it is.
Oh, scribblings.
Okay.
What is the temple is doing?
Yeah, they hastily wrote it. What is the temple is doing?
They got so upset with Null that they're just like, "What the fuck?
They forgot grammar and they were just
What
like,
is
just take the
what
notes.
is Temple doing?" She drew the thing for her. She should have been happy.
Yeah. So,
Null, please tell me that you didn't actually fulfill whatever it is they're trying to do.
I completed the circle that they needed me. Yeah.
It's fine. We're about to go in there and deal with them anyway.
There's at least I think it was 11 total, including their like goblin creature things.
Well, if the goblin
They have-
creatures are against them, then enemy of our enemy. Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, they have some goblins in there with them.
Okay, well, how about you go back in there? If there's any guards at the gate, you, face them away, so we can turn in and stab them in the back. Then we can move in.
Their leader is in there. Maybe we should get closer to her.
Sure, that actually might be a better idea. How about you guys go into the leader, and I'll do a countdown, and we'll start. We'll deal with the guards up here, and we'll make our way in there. Hopefully by the time we get to you guys, you should have subdued them. Or the leader.
Yes.
Okay, so I don't
How many are at the front gate right here?
There was only one that was really close to the gate.
There's another one with some of the goblins. The goblins look pretty cowed. We could probably even turn them to our side if we wished.
Like I said, the enemy of our enemy is our friend.
Yes.
Fighting with goblins, interesting.
Oh no. They'll probably die in the process. They run, then they run. And there's a goblin in town. And then someone would have to deal with them. I'm
Right.
sure someone could. We can deal with them on the way out if they stay. Let's not make more enemies at once than we need to.
Should I change my disguise and disguise self against? That way I look like someone else?
Floats up the peek around to see what's up here.
Before we do anything, should we hide down at the other end and you guys run in there saying guards up front have been killed?
No, because then they'll be on guard.
I mean,
Oh.
We want them to be
Hold
unassuming.
So as I peek in here, I'm like, oh, okay, this makes more sense. I figured you guys like went down a hallway, and then like you went up into like an office, but now it's like, oh, it's just a big ass room. Never mind. Okay, this makes more sense. I was like, why would we go to the back? Like, you'd be trapped like way far away from us. Like, oh no, you're right there. Okay, never mind. Yeah. So as she peeks around and sees it, she's like, oh, okay, cool. She turns around and says, oh yes, of course. You can sneak back to the guard, like back to their leader, like you forgot to give them something or tell them something, and then we can just walk in as you stab them in the back.
Okay.
Null kind of looks to Anatoly nervous.
Anatoly is like grinning in anticipation.
She's waiting down here, like she's waiting for us as a group, and she's like, someone give us
Yes.
trap, and she like kind of like shoos it away, the trap, like.
Yeah. Okay, follow me.
Put it in a more advantageous position where maybe they don't know where it's at, so if they do escape or run, or if the goblins run, they might run into the trap. You go back to your disguise, or stay in your disguise, go up behind the lady. Once we start,
And Null hadn't dropped it yet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Anatoly
so-
would be in the same book.
once you get to the spot, you just like, when I hear you talking, I'm like, okay, cool, you're there, and then we just kind of like turn the corner, yes, and do cool badass turn the corner stuff.
Yeah, so Anatoly would get to like right. Actually, he'd just be in front. Where would Null go to? Like just be near him, or
To the side.
yeah. So as he backs up to her, he, milady, I forgot to ask. Did you include any word about our lost following in other city name again, please? I
Yeah,
forgot.
when I hear him talking, I
Yeah,
assume
and-
we turn the corner and we start shooting and get surprised
Yeah,
around
and,
again.
Lindro.
Yeah, in Lindrel.
Lindrel?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. Probably should. Give me the back.
Okay. Yeah. Anatoly would have like resealed the letter.
I just
Yeah. And then she starts writing again.
Yeah, I believe there was also word that the leader of our followers there was actually captured, and that he didn't get a chance to stop himself from being captured.
Isha stops writing. What? No,
Yeah, so the
yeah.
adventurers know exactly where you are, and we're right here. Stab, stab, stab.
Yeah, has everyone like rolled initiative yet? Or
So we're waiting for.
No, I didn't yet.
yeah, someone do it.
We didn't know who gets to stab who first.
It's a 4.
11.
I got.
Hey, me and
Zane
Zane both got
experience
11s.
Cultists.
Yep.
are
Have
synced.
y'all
Goblins as well.
remove my
Dex is a
initiative?
+2.
And
While Amber's doing that, Paige, look what I tagged. Well, didn't tag, but put in the Wrath of the Creator. How I pictured your
Yeah, I
PC.
saw.
focus of Seth. Definitely Seth.
Yeah, definitely Seth.
Yeah, it's just.
Oh
a
wait, that could
fancy
be
way-
Michael. Though.
Yeah, just a funny way of spelling it.
Yeah. So. Yeah, if you put the initiative in order.
Yep, and now should be everybody. Oh, I'm forgetting one. Serene.
Uh-oh. There's also a cultist on our turn.
Hmm?
There's 3 people with 11s.
4 people.
4 people even.
I mean, whoever has the highest dex gets to go first.
Technically, that's not how it works. That's how most people do
True.
it. From like 4th edition and 3rd edition, I think. Yeah, in 4th edition, the DM chooses. But I just let Roll20's initiative choose.
Same.
That's what I do.
Okay, so I guess Anatoly's going first on this. Yeah. But yeah. Yes, the person who captured him. Their first name was.
I would have cast Blessing
What?
Again on everyone as we turn to go in.
Their first name was Sukone.
You go indeed.
Sukone?
Yeah. If I recall
Would
correctly,
Anatoly do that?
Sukone, these nuts, and he jumps over the table and attacks her. And he jumps.
Does he actually?
Yeah.
Oh my
And that-
fucking god.
Prize round over.
Sukone. Nuts.
Totally wouldn't have done
Yeah.
that. You know he wouldn't have.
No, like this is what he enjoys doing. He would totally do that.
Really?
Rolling your attacks already. Let this pain end.
Wow.
Yeah, and he
Prize
is
round
using.
over.
He's using a bloodthirst ability. He is expending a blood point against his killer's prey to gain advantage. So yeah, and then
you have
there
a,
also
and you have a
that.
D4 just in case.
I think I was out of range, right? Or
No, I said
Yeah, no,
as
we
we went in, as we were heading in, like when everyone gathered. We have 10
Okay.
minutes. I mean, it doesn't take that long to
Yeah.
walk in there.
Right.
Doesn't really matter.
21.
21 definitely hits.
Okay, they take 23 points of piercing damage.
Hooey!
Yeah, as Anatol, and I need them to make me a dexterity saving throw. I'm using
Sure
blood
will.
splatter. Okay, success.
Alright.
So yeah, Anatoly jumps over the table, stabs them in the chest, and he tries to fling some of their own blood in their eyes, but I guess it just gets on, blocked by their hood.
The same
Also,
in there.
they can't talk.
Go roll.
Fuck.
Hooey.
Yeah.
Is that your turn?
Yep.
Alright. Anastasia.
Shit, I get to go. My
Yeah.
1 dexterity.
A long list of
Dynamic lighting. How long is sleep? What's the range of sleep? Like 120 within blah 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 blah.
Let me look it up. 90 feet. Creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose.
So 90 feet. Okay.
Alright.
90 feet away from. Let's see. Give a. Exactly 90 feet. Ooh, how am I gonna do this? Anatoly's in the bad spot. Okay, nah, he's probably not. He's probably fine. I assume he has less. Yeah, I'm gonna cast it there, so I guess all these guys get affected by it. So 26 HP worth of people.
Yeah,
Right.
so it'd like make them go to sleep, and this person I think I think they'd go to sleep too. Like took out most of their health, didn't I?
Yeah,
Yep,
and
they
since you're affected by it, you make an attack.
Yep. And that person's asleep now, aren't they? Or
They're asleep. Yeah.
okay, so that means I get advantage, and this will automatically crit them.
Wait. Does this guy have 8 HP left?
10.
Okay,
So
so he
no.
won't be asleep then. These two are asleep though.
It's just these two.
Yeah, because they have the 18 and then left over to him.
Give me a sec to check something. All right, I don't have to do this on my turn, so I expend another blood point to gain advantage against him again because he's my killer's prey. She is, yeah, she. And I stab them again.
That one does hit.
Yep, and
How far Bardic
so
Inspiration is?
another 28
Are you
piercing damage.
Are you trying to kill? Because you were told that it was high priority to keep the leader
Do
alive.
non-lethal. You can do non-lethal.
Yeah.
That's what I'm asking.
After Anatoly stabs him in the chest, and these people begin falling asleep, and they're dazed. Anatoly stabs them in one of their kneecaps and bashes them in the head with the hilt of their sword, and they fall down.
Oh! Yep, they do definitely fall down.
And wait, does that say? Fuck, I forget. Remember if that means. Give me a sec. Check.
I assume Bardic Inspiration is really, really short, so I'm just gonna cast Bardic Inspiration on Zane since he's gonna shoot soon.
It's
Thinking.
60 feet.
Yeah, so I figured
Okay,
it's
no,
60, yeah.
he's not dead, so I don't get that.
Inspiration can be added to the damage die.
Let's see. Can add a d6 to the attack number rolled on an ability check, an attack roll, or a save and throw. So you can add a d4 and a d6 to your attack roll.
Gotcha.
That's all I got is to attack. I don't really do more damage. Everyone's always going to hit, probably.
Hmm.
And I can't grab. There it goes. And I step back, because I don't need to be in my sight to do anything else. I'm done.
Alright. The scout's just gonna fling a longbow at the cultist. Few hits. 9 piercing. They're dead.
Completely dead. Job, Scout.
Skunk. It's a very quick motion. Just we're starting. Headshot right in between the eyes. They fall to the ground. Nothing more needs to be said. Zane's turn.
From what I'm seeing, I'm going to shoot this. Did we mention that we're not attacking the goblins or no?
Unless they attack us. We said not to make any more enemies than we need to until after the fight's over.
So I'll step up 15 feet. Get in within range of this cultist in the back. Check. And fire. So, trouble.
Have advantage because of...
Because of
what
what?
gi-
Oh yeah, but they kind of went out of hiding though.
what gives you advantage?
Mostly because they're hiding.
Oh yeah, but they went out of hiding. They went into open.
I
where
mean,
they could be seen.
everyone's kind of out of hiding when they shoot.
Yeah, well,
That's fine.
it's the difference between like, going out of cover and going right into the open. So
It's all good. That'll be my turn.
I
Right.
think you can move 10 feet before you have to
that's
make a stealth.
part of a feat.
Is it?
Yeah, it's part of the stealthy feat.
I'll take the I guess dodge action and then my turn.
You can't do that with the cunning action.
Disengage, hide, or
I had one
dash.
second.
the monks do that.
Darkness.
So how many steps was that? What's that? Actually, yes, in here.
Alright, so
Funny thing is,
Um,
if crit fails weren't on a misses, you could probably still hit with that.
Right.
And a D4 and a D6.
So good. Alright, I'm in return.
Alright, it's now Nell's turn.
Nell's gonna move past the sleeping people and over here,
Alright.
and looking at the goblins over here. She's gonna cast on this one because they're closer to that person, and cast Crown of Madness on him.
Crown of Madness. Alright. They must succeed on a wisdom saving throw. If the goblin succeeds a wisdom saving throw, I'll be shocked.
Nope.
Exactly.
Hmm.
The already subjugated goblin is just holding its head before it squeals out in pain as a jagged iron crown spikes into its skull.
And Null yells at him, "Join us!" And he's now going to attack. I believe on his turn, is now going to attack.
Yeah.
He's surprised, so he technically can't do it this turn.
Next turn.
Yeah, that's
when
what
he
I
gets
mean.
a turn. On his next turn, he gets, basically. It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the end of my turn.
Alright. It's going to be this one. As it says some demonic words as it seems to suck something from one of the goblins as it...
They're surprised.
Oh, that's right.
They don't
Sure.
get a turn.
Sorry, Draco.
He's still doing whatever his idle animation is.
Yep.
He's T-posing. My bad.
It twin spell.
Actually, that one's the one that died.
No, it's both.
Oh, chromatic
Well,
orb.
the one before Draco.
What's 80?
Yeah, chromatic orb. I'm twin spelling chromatic orb. On him and this goblin.
Right.
So there's the first one.
We're supposed to do it once.
It's...
For some reason, murderers like for us to do it twice. I don't know why.
What?
You twin spell, you only need to do it once.
Well,
Yeah, because you have
well. So do they both take the 10, or do I cut it in half?
We'll take the 10.
Okay, so yeah. So this guy gets 10. This guy gets the 10. So they're and it's fire damage.
Hooey! You fling your chromatic orbs at them as they're shocked, looking around. One turns to look at you before it is engulfed in flames and hits the ground charred. The goblin
And
also turns over dead.
The reason why is because
bonus act.
you have an ability to like re-roll dice on like one time, then you can re-roll it on this one and get a really good roll, then hit both of them with the same roll.
And bonus action. Nobody has seen me do this, so I'd grow actual wings and begin to fly up and then into the room.
Yeah, like how high is the ceiling?
That too.
Big roll.
I mean, look at that fountain in the middle.
Assume at
Alright.
least 30 feet up.
It's we'll say it's 40 feet up. It's a big room.
Let's see then, from here, there, 10 feet. So yeah, then I'd fly up 20 feet.
Alright.
That's my turn.
Health Fanatic doesn't get a turn because they're unconscious anyways.
Yep.
I
I tore him a new one.
Yep. It would now be the goblin's turn since the surprise round is now ended. the goblins run in panic, for their masters are dead. They're running around sporadically, without any control or any direction of where to go.
One of them. Wait, which one has the crown of thorns?
The one that's dead.
The one's dead. Oh. Is there only one goblin left?
Yeah.
There's
So,
3.
Okay. See the one. Okay.
Alright. It would then be Anatoly's turn.
Okay, let's see. That guy's still alive. Those 4 are still alive. Let's try to end this peacefully and quickly, I suppose. Anatoly would grab hold of this bitch's corpse, lift it
Not
up, holding
corpse.
its... Whatever. Almost a corpse.
Please don't.
Very unconscious.
Yes. Would grab hold of them, lift him up, holding his blade to them. As he uses his action to change appearance back into himself and yells out, "You're defeated! Lay down your arms or face justice!" Yeah, like using them as an example, sort of.
I see. Alright.
I could even
See
say
what's
that you
back
use your action to make an intimidation, technically, right?
Yeah. You can go
Yeah,
ahead.
sure. Okay.
Persuasion.
This is probably intimidation. 16.
That is mighty effective. As the ones that are sleeping,
Don't hear me, obviously.
are sleeping. And this one, who was fucking up with the runes, he just he just sort of cowers as he just sort of lays on the ground, facing away from you.
Okay. What about the goblins?
The goblins seem to be just sporadic. They don't seem to have any control or really awareness of what's going on.
Okay.
Oh, it's this guy over here who would also turn away.
Okay, so yeah, they're pretty much out. I guess they surrendered.
They're scared.
Yes.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Do their turns. They're on the ground. Let me look something up.
You can roll like a
All right.
how faithful they are to their god check.
How faithful are they to their gods? I don't know. Let's see. Pretty damn faithful, but not really enough.
What would D4? What?
I guess if they got a 4, they stayed fighting.
Chalk guy rolled 1. He immediately was like, nope, I'm done with this shit.
Kills
the guy-
himself. Yeah.
The other guy's just like,
Alright. Oh no, wait. Sorry, I rolled that way wrong. Very sorry.
make morale checks or morale checks.
They're doing something. There it is. So this one, fine. This one would be dead.
Oh,
What did they
so
do?
On their turns, you would find them drinking poison.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna think like, is it like a 1 they surrender, a 2 they kind of run, on a 3 they
No,
drink poison, on a 4 they fight to the death.
I misread entirely. they were supposed to take 3d6 damage instead of 1d4.
Oh, they're drinking poison. Okay.
Yeah, they're drinking the poison. One is dead. The other one made it out quite fine.
No, your poison does 3d6 damage in your 13.
So is the turn order over?
At this
That's all
point,
right.
the combat would be over. As there's just goblins running around and people who have drank poison. And one of them survived their potion, which is funny.
You
He
can't
walks
even.
in, walks up to the unconscious body, I assume, gestures for them to move him off the chair. I
Yeah,
press this in the
Anatoly,
chair.
Anatoly just kick him over onto the ground here.
You can't even kill yourself properly, and Null ties this person up.
No, I think they're dead.
They're
Guys
not.
over here.
Don't.
One that got killed by the poison's over here.
Okay.
Who are asleep. One
The poison
conscious.
works at
Oh.
the start of their turn.
Mhm.
Oh,
So now they're dead.
If there's any goblins left, I just class sleep on them.
Yeah, this guy survived the first dose, but as it went through his system, he didn't survive.
Goblins probably asleep.
I
Well,
was
never mind.
gonna try to persuade the goblins to work under me and be witch carriers for us.
I just put them to
Instead of having
sleep
them-
so you can tie them up and everything, so they're not running around.
Yeah. Yeah. Anatoly just would kick this person out of the chair because Anastasia wants to sit there, and then put a pair of manacles on them.
I sit in a chair after I prestidigitation the blood and whatever else is on it.
Yeah, there'd be some blood and stuff on there.
That the goblin up there, I would use psychotic mind, speak common, and say, "Hey,
Psychotic mind.
psychotic,
It's psionic.
psychotic, my bad." I'm
Psychotic.
Before,
mind.
before we do
Sorry.
anything crazy, Anastasia will tell the scout to head back and let them know that we have captured their leader and we have secured the sewer, so we can do stuff in private down here for a little bit.
So if they're out cold, they'll be out for a D4 of hours unless we wake them up.
I can cast something to wake them up.
So they're out for 2 hours until we wake them up. Yeah. Anatoly would go and tie these two guys up as well.
Yeah, the elf salutes and runs off.
Null picks up the chalk and walks over to the one that she drew and makes a big slash through it, so that way it's no longer in effect.
As you go to do it, it's like, hold on. Maybe maybe whatever that is can be useful to us. Maybe we want it instead.
Okay.
What is this thing? Anyone know?
Apparently, it was supposed to explode the wall.
What is behind the wall? This Earth guy.
They believed it was an orb that's meant to help resurrect their god.
Yes, what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Does anyone know what it is?
They told me a little bit about it. That it's their god. I can't remember the name of the god.
Sasaf.
Their god Seth's siblings, and their letter explains some more of it, but they use the orbs to resurrect their god, and I believe that they were referring to the orbs as the siblings.
Well, if the orb is powerful enough to resurrect the god, it must be a very powerful orb, so perhaps we should take down this wall with whatever means they have to acquire the orb for ourselves.
Also, the dead Inquisitor there.
Just gestures over there. Yeah.
He's dead, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, oh, what a shame. So, yeah, do we know how this chalk works? How it's going to explode a wall?
Roll Arcana, unless you have above an 8.
I have +5 to Arcana. My base is 15. I can roll though if you want.
Yeah, roll.
Okay, let's see. Arcana.
Does this goblin up here
Let's-
listen
wait,
to
wait,
what I
is-
say?
I guess Null's technically helping me, right?
Yeah, you can say Nell is helping you.
Fourteen's the best I got.
Alright. You can tell that this sigil would probably need a command word. However, you cannot decipher from these runes what the command word can be.
Okay, I just start looking through the desk and everything for a command word then.
You look through the desk and find a slip of paper with a list of colored command words. The colors seem to match with the symbols on the floor. However, the one on the wall, it matches that.
I hand it to Zane to try to figure it out, because I'll let him do that kind of stuff.
So, what did Draco say to the goblin?
He was gonna tell the goblin to calm down and come over towards me.
Job,
Then,
job, do job, do job.
Do job.
That is adorable.
Good job.
Okay, so they've
He starts-
literally just had their minds broken completely. Or...
Wait,
He
why
starts
is he
dragging the body.
To the
job.
signals?
Job,
Listen.
job, do job. Job done.
I ask him,
Work.
do you know how to speak common? I can't understand you.
Work, job, work.
Is that not it speaking common? It's saying
job
Yeah.
work.
common.
It's saying it in
Sounds like
common.
Yeah, he's doing his job.
Job, job, work, job.
Okay.
You're so ugly that you
Oh,
are
go-
adorable.
I tell the
Me.
goblin,
All of
you're
you.
gonna work for me now.
Work, working. Do
Go,
job, one job,
go.
then next.
Your job here is done. You're done with this job. You work for me now.
Work for you now.
I want one.
I look at her. I was like, I do the same thing that I did to him to calm him down for a second. I got this. They're gonna be our little butlers and serve us.
Yeah, I want one.
2 more are asleep down there.
Bo rushes over and wakes one up.
Now, I look at him. I look at the goblin.
Oh, Anastasia's not gonna let you keep that thing anywhere near her, right?
I'm like, we're gonna need clothes, and he's gonna need proper training. Maybe the stables will be better for him to work, so we don't have to deal with tying up the
Anastasia
horse.
needs goblins. She has like people like you to do that kind of stuff for her.
It's a song you
You
go
are the
job, job.
goblins.
Servants of servants.
Yeah, servants of servants, the hierarchy. We work for
servants.
you, they work for us. I just tell him start getting the dead and pile them up in one corner.
We might be trying to do like a ritual thing or something. Whatever.
Yeah, it seems like we
I
should-
gave it to Zane to figure it out because I'll let him do that. 'cause-
So, do I know that these symbols like have certain purposes, or what's the deal?
As far as the note says, it's just the command words with the respective colors.
Mhm.
It doesn't say exactly what they do.
So, seeing the goblin put the body on the sigil, when it walks away, could I say the command word for that certain color and see if something happens?
You may.
So you start doing command words, Anastasia. I'm like, I'm gonna walk away from the wall. It's gonna explode now.
And plus he's getting ready to drag bodies in the corner after that. So yeah, you have to
If the wall's
this.
gonna explode, Anatoly would just like drag their most important hostage away, drag him over here.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure that this won't affect the entire room, or
Okay.
perhaps anything that's relevant other than this symbol.
Anatoly gets an idea.
takes this guy, puts them on top of that one as a body shield.
Just in case it doesn't like sacrifice everyone in the room to the power to blow up the wall.
Alright. Well,
I grab any other notes or papers that were in the drawer that have any evidence on it. Writing from the cultists and stuff. Pile them up and hand them to, I guess, I don't know, Noel to carry or something.
alright, so I'll say the keyword or code word.
You say the code word for the wall.
For the yellow.
For the yellow, the sigil glows as the body begins to like jerk and start like violently like throbbing as the blood begins to seep through its pores and towards the blank bowl here. It just fills the bowl as it ends, and what it seems to is really nothing.
Yeah, Anastasia tells Draco, like, tell your little goblin friend to do more of his job and fill up the rest of the altars.
Will do. They're grabbing the dead bodies and place them in the other 3 circles.
Those aren't dead.
Work.
Dead, alive, whichever ones, just any of them.
Just toss them in circles.
Work. Orbs.
Good job.
Work.
Hey,
Orbs.
so, Anatoly had searched the cult leader. Do they have anything on them?
The cult leader would have their weaponry, a small list of spells and how to cast them. They would have, let's see. Let's say they would have about 7 gold pieces on them on hand. And as far as that goes, everything else was found in the desk, which I'm working
Anything
on.
in particular about their weaponry? Like, what is it?
They seem to be poison daggers.
Poisonous daggers?
Yep.
How many?
Just one.
I'll take it.
Alright, you have a poison-coated dagger.
Won't
Nice.
last very long.
Right, that's like 1 step.
Like that.
Work.
Early in 5th edition.
Work. No, you said you wanted to do something?
She's waking up a goblin. She wants one for herself.
Alright, so you're waking up a goblin as it wakes up and begins speaking goblinoid. It's barely anything that you can understand.
I think the goblin's taking the cult leader.
Oh, if he tries, Anatoly would smack him.
No, bad job.
I point at the guy like right here. Grab that body or that one. Leave that one alone.
This body closer.
I'll work out.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi, I think I was having troubles because no one could hear me. I was trying to shake this guy awake.
Yep. You shake. Yeah, I was saying you shake him awake, and he starts speaking goblinoid.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll rotate around the room, just spouting the words at each sigil.
All right. Each of the bowls fills up with blood. However, it seems to still not have much effect.
You know, put some of the living bodies on each one, put some of those other corpses over there on them.
Orbs.
And so I should go check the other Inquisitor to make sure they don't have anything on them, anything special.
They have a holy symbol to Tyr.
Oh, that's what I was to look for. I remember now. I was to look up what's the main lawful good god of order.
In this region, it wouldn't be Bahamut, it would be Tyr.
Yeah, Bahamut's up towards the mountains from where Draco's
I'm
from.
just trying to remember what my god would have been. Look it up.
Oh, it definitely would have been Tyr.
Okay, cool, that's fine.
No wakes up the other one and tries talking to them.
Get orbs. Get orbs. Find orbs. Get orbs.
Orbs.
Hey! You speak common, right?
Little
Cheers.
orbs must work. Work.
You're gonna do work for us now, okay? Hey, come here. You're doing work for us now, okay?
It just sort of blinks at you very slowly. Work.
Can you go grab that dead body over there? And she points to this one very clearly, and drag it onto that blue circle there.
Work. 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 Work.
Do the bowls seem full?
The bowls are full. This one has approached you and says, "Orbs."
Orbs. Where?
You just, I shout out loud and whipping my tail on the ground. I say, all goblins start getting dead bodies, place them onto
shoot.
circles.
Hey, it's done.
Yeah,
We
all
need
the dead
orbs.
bodies are-
Need the orbs are behind the wall, apparently.
So I walk towards the wall. Is there another word that I haven't used on the paper?
You guys know where the orbs are? No, asks the goblins.
No, tell! No, tell! Two of them say in unison. The other one says it in goblinoid. You now know the words for no tell.
I still do. I still try to intimidate them the best I can by smacking my tail on the ground and burying
You
my
got
teeth.
like a 4 round work. You might as well not even roll. They just sort of power and they say,
yes,
working!
Now
Wall,
kind
wall.
of like sneers at Draco and is like, "Hey guys, you say no tell. What do you mean? Like, where are the orbs? Why can't you tell us?"
No. Don't know.
Ah, okay.
Are they lying?
Yeah, I
insight?
don't
Yeah,
think
I'm-
they're. I don't
This
I'm
one,
certain
this one
they're
hops
lying.
up and down. Wall! The other one starts hopping up and down. Wall!
Behind the wall, so that's how we need the orbs. That's what we're trying to get, the orbs.
Okay.
I start pulling out of my pack a pickaxe and tell them to take turns. If that whatever's on that wall doesn't work, say each one of you will take turns picking through that wall to get the orbs.
One of them takes the pickaxe as they say, working! And begins running towards it.
Figure out what the hell's
Was
going on
gonna
with the orb,
be-
or with the sigil.
Zane's gonna mention to Draco, Dragon, you are abusing your knowledge over someone less intelligent than you. Beware of karma, because it is a real thing.
I took this as a military strategic strategy. I'm using them for the labor.
You're threatening them unnecessarily.
All I did was smack my tail and grit my teeth. I didn't say I was going to kill them or punish them in any way.
They're moving on fear. Regardless.
I mean, I think they were moving on fear way before we got here.
Yes.
This is the only thing that's going to keep them motivated.
Or are you putting yourself on the same level as a cultist?
Don't know.
Yes. Goblins, back.
Coming!
Yeah, when you mention karma and say it's real, Anatoly would just like kind of scoff and laugh.
So you can leave them there. When they blows up, they're all gonna die.
In case we need them for something else. Or digging through the rubble. Alright, so is there a word for me to chant or say?
Yep, there's a command word for the sigil on the wall.
Alright, so I will
Nana hammock.
do something.
Kaboom! As the wall blasts open. Rubble begins to fly. Luckily, it doesn't hit anybody, but maybe like a pebble behind these guys sleeping behind the counter. Because most of it goes inward and upwards.
So-
As it goes up, you see on a black pedestal a orange, like a yellowish orange orb.
I'm more concerned like where is this orb? Like it looks like it's in a building. Did we just like break into a museum or something? Someone's basement. Where is this orb at? Is this underground somewhere, or is this?
Yeah, this is underground somewhere.
What I'm saying is, this is like someone's basement that we just broke into through the back way.
No. This is in the basement. It's an alcove in the.
Oh, damn, some secret artifact. Okay, cool.
I look at Zane. Zane, I will go and reach it because I don't fully like whispering. I don't really trust these guys.
So you'd be willing to put your hand on something that's magical without knowing what it
I
is?
mean,
Don't touch it.
either me or Our Lady to touch it.
You can also have these goblins fetch it and then have them deliver it. But have at it. What you want.
I'm gonna use all the bullshit that I have. Let me see. I probably should have identify. I use identify on it.
All right. They must touch throughout the casting process. All right. So. Okay. You go up and touch the orb, and as you touch it, you begin to feel energy course into your fingers as they become stiff. You're able to pull away before you cast Identify. It seems to react negatively to touch.
Which is why we get recommended us not touch them.
Yeah, out of character, I forgot how this works in D&D. Because like I don't know how this is. How you're supposed to even figure things out if you can't touch it.
Right.
I mean, you're gonna sit with it for an hour, right, and figure it out.
Yeah.
I guess we just study it, like Arcana or something. I don't know how else we would do it, right?
You may roll Arcana.
To put it in a special.
Say it's a DC 13.
I just I get everyone else. Anyone else has any expertise in knowing things?
Like all I have is a 2 in Arcana, so.
I can
And
try
guidance,
looking
that's
at it
about
as well.
I have guidance and 2 in Arcana. That's about all I have.
I have guidance as well. I can't.
I just clicked the wrong thing.
Bum, 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 bum.
Well, I mean, hey,
Whoa!
you're acrobatic. Oh, wow, there we go.
Look at that.
Yeah. So Null does some fucking acrobatics over here, and then it's like, yep, that's what that is. Just like front, just cartwheels, flips,
Yeah.
jumps off the wall, sticks the landing. That's what that is. That's.
You start to look at it, and then you have a brain blast as suddenly your conscious just like spews out of your head, and you just start seeing symbols like out in front of you. You look at this object, and you can tell that this thing is of ancient, almost divine magical origin, and the effect that it currently has is that it would, upon touch, it'll begin to petrify whatever is touching it. However, you believe that with a cloth or anything that when be directly like contacting it, you could probably transport it with ease. You can also tell that within the orb, there seems to be much locked power within it.
How big is this? A baseball size?
We'll say it's like basketball size.
I'll say I can put it on a staff and touch people with it and petrify them, but in a basketball, like that'd be kind of hard to wield around.
So
Yeah.
Null pulls her old her old shirt out from her backpack and just goes over and pick holding it with the shirt, picks it up.
Yep. It doesn't seem to affect you. However, you can feel that your once malleable shirt begins to solidify. Fortunately, being that you don't have direct contact with it, you seem to be fine.
Stone shirt.
It's okay. It was just an old cotton shirt that she used to wear.
That's go back now.
Null starts to carry it over, and where am I supposed to put this now?
In your bag, I assume.
The goblins jump and point at the one of the bowls as they begin to race over to it and jump again as they point towards it.
I believe they have the answer.
Are you sure this is a good idea?
We're not putting it in any bowl. We're not going to do the ritual.
Do work! Do work!
What was the ritual for?
Resurrect their god.
Ah.
I assume we should destroy this.
Are we sure? Are we sure it's
nothing
gonna
else-
resurrect their god?
We're not going to resurrect. We're not putting it in the bowl. We're not.
They
gonna do
need
that.
all 4 of them.
Besides, we're not resurrecting
They
the god.
need all 4 of them to resurrect the god, and if we keep this, it means that the rest of the cult can't have it.
Your little
Or we
goblins.
destroy it and no one can have it.
Yes, hand the goblins the little pickaxe. Let them destroy the altar.
Alrighty.
We'll find a good use for this orb.
We're not letting the. Yeah, we're. Oh, let them destroy the altar. Okay.
I heard Our Lady. I walk up to them. I look at the one with the pickaxe. Start destroying the altar.
Destroy altar?
Yes.
They scratch their heads and say, "Destroy altar! Destroy altar! Destroy altar!" As they begin to approach the skull.
Just
And they
shut up and do it.
They
Anatoly.
strike it, and it bounces off the skull. And they strike it again, and they bounce it off the skull. It's like, weak, 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 weak. And they start beginning to strike at the.
Perhaps we can
The,
use.
uh,
Perhaps we
base,
can use the orb to destroy the altar.
I don't think it's a good idea to get that thing near that at all.
If the skull's made out of a skull, and we can. Yeah, maybe the skull's meant for their god. Just let the guards secure it, destroy it. They'll figure out something, I guess.
I'll put.
Begin.
Go ahead.
No, you do your thing first.
Okay. So Null continue, fully wraps the orb in her shirt, and then puts that in her backpack, underneath everything, so that way it's safe.
And then she has a stone backpack and a backpack full of rocks.
Sure.
It is fully wrapped up in the shirt.
Okay, so it's encased in stone. It's probably pretty fucking heavy.
Absolutely.
We're adventurers, we can carry it.
Hmm.
How much does it weigh?
20 pounds.
How much does it weigh?
Yeah.
It's pretty heavy. It's we'll say 20 pounds.
Yeah, still not over encumbered. I'm good.
Yeah, that's nothing. Remember, as adventurers, even if you're weaker than the average person, you can still bench press 120 pounds.
I'm currently carrying 97.
I mean, back in the day, it was hard times. You had to be strong or you die. Only have 4 HP.
I'm gonna keep it in my bag for now, so that way, if the guards come, they can't confiscate it.
Yeah, we're gonna tell a goblin ran off with it or something. Or a cultist ran off with it.
Nope. I'm gonna try something. I asked one of the goblins to hand me the pickaxe.
They all 3 of them go over and present it to you.
And I cast, to finish it, a magic weapon on it.
Mm,
That's cool. Yeah, that might work.
good idea. Good
And-
idea.
I hand it back. I hand it back to them. I said, "Now go break it."
Did you hand it to him? The goblin immediately becomes an adventurer. He holds the weapon above his head, "Ha!"
They're
Yeah.
actually, they're gonna be like,
Yeah, the fucking 2001 Space Odyssey music begins playing. He gains, gets his brain power back and just, I'm free, and runs off.
they go over and they
Dobby
hit
has
it
been
against
given
the
weapon.
skull as it pierces through, and it screams. Ow!
Skull screams.
Damn. Good scream.
Oh! Oh! And you can see it physically beginning to move as it's pulled out of the goblin's hand. It says, Why? Ow!
It's alive.
Take it out! Take it out!
I straight up ask, okay,
This is
are
the-
you
okay.
what these cultists were trying to summon? Are you their god?
It just like gestures towards the goblins as the goblins say yes, 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 as they take out the pickaxe and hand it back to Draco.
I decided to take a crack at it and hit him in the
I was
head.
gonna say twist the pickaxe if he doesn't answer.
Answer the question.
All right! Oh my god! Pickaxe! Ah!
Turned into our bitch.
Oh my god! Where am I?
In
Wow.
hell.
Yes, right now this is
At
hell
our
for you.
mercy.
What are all these snakes? Listen, I'm not too much of a people person. I don't really go out much. I've been down here for a bit.
Don't care
What
if
are you
it's
guys doing?
more about.
Where are the orbs?
Uh.
Oh, there's one. Hey, bro.
Yeah, they think you're a
Orcs?
snake orbs. You're a snake god of sorts.
He starts looking at the snakes around, and then he's like, "But I'm above. I have horns."
But I was thinking too, you had horns. I noticed that.
So you're not related to Siseth?
Seth.
Seth. The name is familiar. There's too many gods in this damn
Yeah,
place.
yeah, whatever. Who are you?
I don't really have a name. They call me Ugaga.
Are you a
my.
god, a demigod, something smaller, bigger? You're a skull. What are you? What? You're dead.
Well, back in the day, they used to call me an old one. They don't call me that no more. Not since Morden reached down and tore me from the world.
So you're
This is all that's left of me.
Jordan's the god in the box.
He is, Tharson succeeded Moradin. And he's the current, god of creation. Moradin was the god of creation before Tharson.
Who was the god in the
and
box?
Magni is the god of creation before Moradin.
So
It is-
it was
Yeah, so
Magni.
hold on, let me write.
Do it in order. Do it in order. Yeah. Who's in the box and how far away is he from him? Magni's in the box.
Magni's in the box.
Jordan killed him, and Thorazin is the one that's a god right now.
Yes.
Okay, and Magni wants to take back Thorazin's spot.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, we're like, well, he's dead now. He's already been succeeded, and we're already working for the guy that succeeded him apparently. So
Oh. Well, I got nothing to worry about. Well, if I know them cult types, they're probably gonna use me as a vessel. But,
okay, they're going to sacrifice you for the snake god. Got you.
yeah,
That
something like that.
explains why they were getting all this blood together.
Yeah,
We're gonna
yeah,
bring.
quite the spread.
Yeah, we have one of your brothers, I guess. So we're gonna use him as a weapon.
Yeah, do you know where the rest of your siblings are?
The rest of them? Yeah. Well, this one was in the wall. There's one in the fjords, in a glacier somewhere. There's one in the woods, not too far from here, really, just up north. If my senses are right, they are being controlled by, some green hags. And the other one's in the mountains. He's by a bunch of ghosts.
Can we use your siblings to our advantage in any way, or should we just destroy them?
Destroy them? Well, how about this? If you put them in the altars, I'll grant you my boon.
What's your boon?
Well, really I just give you as much power as I possibly can. in the form of words that then are embedded into your soul.
Yes, it seems like I have that deal already with another god as well, so...
Oh. Who?
And
Told
what would
you.
those words do?
You told me.
He.
Oh, right. Yeah, box guy. What's his name?
Magni.
He looks at Nal for this one.
Magni.
Agni. Hey! I remember him. He made me.
What did he make you for?
Insight checks now. This is kind of weird.
Yeah.
You may roll insight.
I sit there and look at. I sit there and tell him, if you lie to me, I'm gonna twist this pickaxe some more.
Hey! You can roll intimidation for that.
So, what we'll
Hey.
do...
That's what the.
Here's what we'll do. We got your name. We need to find your relatives, potentially, to get your boon. I'm gonna go talk to Magni, and if he corroborates your story, then we might help you in order to get your boon. I guess...
Could you tell me the directions, or I guess the places again?
all the information you know, and we'll try to help you, potentially.
Hmm.
If you're lying, we'll come back and destroy you. It's fine.
I say that's a fair deal if I've ever heard one. Well,
What did he make you for?
what did he make me for?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he doesn't like me saying. But I guess I'm not really in a great position, huh?
No, you're not.
Well, he created a big old monster. And he needed a bunch of little monsters to take care of it. Because he didn't want another big monster taking over. And he wanted something that he could control, you know? So he made a lot of us. There's me. There's Akira Gagi. You won't really understand that one. Our names are very hard to pronounce.
It's
It was
fine.
in-
We don't need to know all the names.
Right. There was a lot of us, and we were supposed to take out this one big guy. And we did! And we did it really well. Well, then, we couldn't hear from Magni anymore, and then I guess a big dwarf hand came down and tore us from the world. Turns out Magni was no longer there. Kind of an asshole.
Gordon, then, correct?
Yeah, Morton.
It's Magni's successor.
Indeed. Well, and now I'm just sort of stuck down here.
If all that checks out, we'll be back, but we'll keep you alive. I look around, like, is his, like, head, like, bolted to this altar, or, like, fixed to it or some kind of way?
It seems to just be laying on top of it. There might be, like... Yeah, there's, 4, like, little, like, pincers, like, around it. But other than that, it's not, like, bolted down.
Yeah, so I look... Like, does this seem like this is a special altar, or can I just replicate this later? Can we, like, just take the skull and leave with it, or do we have to, like, have this whole setup?
It doesn't seem like you could replicate it easily. If you had the right material, however, you probably could replicate something similar.
If I just tell the guards to box this all up and send it to my house, we'll deal with it later.
That could work.
So I'm gonna tell him, like, look, so I'm gonna have you sent to my house so we can, Magni's there, potentially. So he can corroborate your story there. And if we do decide to do the altar, we can do it in the privacy of my home, and we don't have to do it in this horrible sewer underneath this town that I have no connection to. So when the guards do come, pretend to not be alive.
Oh wait. Yeah.
I'm good at that.
Don't want them to be free.
Here, I'll fix it. So I'll fix what I've done. I pull out the pickaxe and just mend the chips and holes.
Hey, you ain't too bad for a bunch of... what are
Careful of
you?
your words, friend.
I mean, I still have a magical pickaxe right here. I ain't afraid to drop it.
I'm Lady Anastasia Wick, Inquisitor of these lands.
An Inquisitor? What the hell are you doing in a dingy hole like this?
Leaving the city from cultists.
You must be pretty noble.
I am. I'm very noble.
Yeah, well, you all
Look at
seem
the
like good
smile.
guys. Well, should I play dead now, or when are these guards coming?
How about soon?
I'll go look out in the hall. Goblins pile the bodies up so they can collect the dead and have them properly buried.
Yes, make them remove them from the altars, so it doesn't look like we sacrifice them to an altar.
Work, they say as they begin to move all the bodies into a pile. One of them goes to touch one of your prisoners. However, they quickly realize that that's an awful idea, and they
Yep.
stare at Anatoly as they back away slowly.
Yeah. Zane and Draco could probably see the slightest of grin that would then quickly hide. Yeah.
I just look over at Anatoly. Free labor. All we gotta do is look at them menacingly.
Yeah.
So,
So the skull is. I mean, the skull is made of actual bone and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, Anatoly would just it would be highly unwise to lie to us, and then he'd draw his cleaver out of his coat and lop off the very end of the horn. And I know it needs magic weapon, but with stained blade, my murder weapons count as magic weapons.
Horns hurt to cut off.
Yeah, and technically your bones don't feel much either. So
You cut it off, and he's like, why? Oh, you guys were cool.
Yes.
A warning.
and he'd just walk off.
I look at Anatoly. Can I please get the horn? Because I don't want to listen to this later.
Anatoly didn't take it. It's just sitting there on the ground. Just
Yeah, it's like, well, yeah, Draco, you can take the horn, just in case he gets away from us somehow. We need to locate him again.
Fair point.
yeah,
And my
Anatoly would
satchel full of my opponents for spells. If this comes in for a spell later, it's gonna be worth it.
Anatoly would tuck his cleaver back away.
And then I come out to the hall basically and keep watch for anybody coming down this way.
I was gonna go through the desk and grab all of the paperwork.
I actually grabbed all the paperwork and gave it to you.
Yeah, but I know that you had said just the most important that looked like evidence, so I just want to make sure that we got all of everything here.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything that wasn't anything that's just something stupid doesn't make any sense, like scratch paper or something. Yeah, anything that looks like it could be of use, I took.
Was anybody coming down the sewer tunnels?
You start to see a few torches make their way down the sewers now as the scout. Oh, that's a cultist, not a guard.
Secretly, the entire guard were all cultists to begin with.
In the human category. A bunch of guards are
So
hiding their way down.
basically, when I see the scout, I just whistle and yell, "Your Holiness, they're here!"
She's waiting for them to come in to tell them. Yeah, so she's like, good, you're here. To deal with these bodies, secure the prisoners, take them in. We'll speak to the captain about the altar. Don't touch it until you get further information. It's very dangerous if handled improperly. We'll have some people that know how to handle it, deal with it.
Yes, ma'am. As they all salute in unison. Jesus. Private. Whew, it's getting hot in here. Serene. Private Serene. Kind of stumbles in their place as they put their leg through the rain. They're like, sorry, saluting.
What?
They stumbled over and they're really nervous about not being formal towards you.
Oh, the scout?
Yeah.
Oh, it's fine. Like I think we've been through a little bit more. I don't know. He's been fine, so I'm okay. Like yes, just do what you need to do. We'll be heading out to talk to the captain now.
I look at the goblins. I look at them and say, "See what those men are doing? That lady there. We're gonna follow their lead and salute her. She's the one in charge."
They all salute as they begin to follow Anastasia.
She shoos them away. You can stay following.
No, I say when she gives an order, follow the order to a T. First, you need showers and haircuts. And suits,
Showers?
yes, black suits, which I'll be paying for.
They're supposed to be dead.
Yeah. So I guess we head back to the captain. I don't know. It's a half hour past what you wanted to play for, so I don't know if you want to.
Yeah, we'll pick up with the captain next time because I gotta.
Yeah. Captain
should go to
Zoo.
bed.
Yeah, Captain Zoo. Surprise. Dealing with hacking this thing up. You know, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm buying them like very not like expensive suits, but like kind of common towards fine clothing. Like basically,
It'd be like buying child suits, right? It'd be fine. Like it should be pretty cheap.
I posted it in the I posted in the Discord. That's what they're gonna look like. Got little monocles and suits, and yeah, they're gonna be little butlers. Like, that's
Sorry,
what-
towards the end there, I started getting incoherent. I was trying my best. I'm exhausted.
You're
Yeah.
good. Go get some sleep.
Yeah.
Wait. Experience. We gotta do that first.
Right, of course.
He doesn't have to text
We have
me
the
for this.
experience sheet here.
I
So,
level up. I level up.
first question. My God, did your alignment and your background affect the way you roleplayed?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would agree. Did you further the main story or personal story? I would. That's just a yes.
Uh-huh.
Did you complete a combat encounter? You can already just check that one off. You did 2.
Mhm.
That's pretty cool. Did you have some meaningful moment with your backstory and/or another character?
Yeah.
I got to be sneaky with Anatoly.
We did some fun together.
And due to my memory and flashbacks due to the scout.
Yep.
Not
Surprise
too,
training.
I mean, as long as I'm doing Inquisitor stuff, it's like backstory. Yeah, I don't know, in kind of being kind of a dick a little bit and not being super nice. Like the backstory effect. Like I don't know. It seems like it's almost like it automatically happens as long as I talk.
I mean, is that a bad thing?
It makes it kind of easy, but I mean, I'm not going to complain about it. But
I would say
Question:
that,
did we strip the other 2 cultists from their poison and poison daggers?
could have.
I can say that you can.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
Or,
like the shit.
I can say that you
You
can.
loot all the bodies. It's fine. Yeah.
Hmm.
Bedtime. You're too busy playing with the goblins.
I wasn't sure because I remember Murris was, I think, doing it with the head honcho of all of them. I wasn't sure.
It's probably better not to find poison daggers, but actual poison, because poison on daggers like dries out after like a minute.
Yeah.
You can just dip your dagger in poison whenever you want to use it.
Oh yeah. Quick question. So, what kind of poison was in the river?
What kind?
Poisonous.
Yeah,
poison.
because I got a water skin full of it.
Take a sip. We'll find out.
Seems like if you inject it, you take 3d6 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say it's a normal potion of poison.
So they're like the 1d4 poison, or
It's the potion of poison is a 3d6 if you drink it. Yeah.
okay, so it's a consumed poison.
Yeah, and if you
Okay, yeah, I'll poison people.
yeah.
And also, Ragnar, you seriously think Tully would drink it to figure out what it is? No, he'd put it in your drink.
Nah.
Drink it to find out what it is.
I mean, you have two unconscious bodies. I think you would have tested it out on them first.
We kind of watched it already happen while they were trying to drink the poison. I mean,
yeah, that too.
Alright, so before I go, I just want to ask, what did everyone think about the session?
I
Anything?
think it was good.
yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. I had fun.
A little combat.
Alright.
Good.
Shit.
Got to do even more infiltration. That's what I like doing.
Yep,
I
yep.
get to find more spells to use. Yay.
Yeah, like I mean, adding like the split things like seeing the books and saying everyone look at the books, right? And then you giving us time to look at the books, like right, this is back and forth, good, like yeah, good times back and forth.
Alright. So if there's no complaints or anything that needs to be addressed, I'll be going.
Bye. In this dream.
Alright.